your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know, what you say I doubt it will stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Hello. We're back. It's your favorite whatever podcast reviewers. I am Chrissie Mayr. This is Mr. Fealty.
Yes, I'm Mrs. Fealty.
You know what? I was looking at Mrs. Fields' cookies earlier. And it's I can't stop thinking about them.
It's on your mind. You're starting to misgender people now.
Yes. I was thinking about cookies today, but guess what? I didn't have them because I'm not a slave to my cravings, even as a pregger.
But you don't have. There is no cravings. There's no pregnancy cravings.
It's a farce. I'm blowing the whistle on the whole thing. Pregnancy cravings are a farce.
Yes, oranges and
Fake
sardines are not anything.
Excuse me, sardines are the food of my people, Fealty. Okay, I'm Norwegian. My people have been eating fish out of cans since before your grandparents were born.
And they could keep that. I mean, Italian food has taken over the world. Chinese food is everywhere. You don't really hear of Norwegian like restaurants left and right.
No, maybe not here. Maybe there are Norwegian restaurants in Norway.
I want to find one now in New York, and you have to go there and do a review.
Go. We should go.
Just call it the food of my people stream.
The food of my people, and then I'll very quickly never talk about it again because it'll be probably so bad.
Oh gosh.
I do have a Discord. Guys. I sometimes check in and say and pop in. I just saw Godzilla. I'll do a proper review tomorrow, but go see it, y'all. It's very, very good. Very good.
Krishna,
no dishonor, much honor.
Wakarimashita. Nihongo desu.
It's crazy. I'm like, wow. It's been so long since I've been to a good movie that I forgot how it felt.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I went to actually a movie theater, as it were. It's got to be over a decade. Like
you're due.
Yeah. What is really coming out that? Oh, you know what? No, I saw that Christmas movie last year. My neighbor took me to go see it because they didn't want to go alone. So I was like, I don't have the money to go, and they're like, I'll pay for yours. I just don't want to go alone. I want to see the movie. It was with like that dude, he's Santa and kicks butt and stuff. You know, it was good. It wasn't bad.
Bad Santa?
Was it Bad Santa? When I hear Bad Santa, I think of the movie with what's his name and the hot chick. What's her name? She was in Gilmore Girls, the mom from Gilmore Girls. No one knows this movie. Golly, I do. I've gained weight.
Stop it. You look great. Push Up says Mrs. Fealty looks pregnant. Oh no, thank you, Push Ups.
No, I appreciate it.
Deranged Lunatic, did Godzilla scared the baby? I mean, I was definitely breathing heavy. I was like, I cried a lot, but that's just a mark of a good movie, in my opinion.
You cried over Godzilla?
Not over Godzilla. I cried over the people, the stories.
Oh, okay. Wait,
yeah.
is this a series with Millie Bobby Brown or something?
No, this was all Asians, all Japanese people. And the whole movie's in Japanese. The whole movie is in subtitles.
Wow.
If you're not much of a reader, this movie's not for you.
No, you have me sold then, because honestly, like even on Netflix, I watch a lot of Japanese stuff because there's very little wokeness in it, and it's just story. You
There is
know.
zero wokeness in this new Gojira. It's
Mm.
all good story, incredible character development, great plot. It's all great. Like I
Japanese, they
think
do it right.
favorite movie of the year, easily, hands down for me.
And now I really want to see.
I would see it again. I would like.
I don't have like what are movie tickets now? Like 20 something bucks for a movie ticket?
It depends. You could go at the old lady time. Just say,
Yeah.
"I'm Mrs. Fealty. I have a terrible back.
Yes, my sciatica is
I'm
acting up.
trans."
I'm both Mothra and Gojira. Golly.
They called me Mothra when I opened my legs because moths fly out.
Yeah, that'll be me. That'll be me in the future. I brought it on myself, though. That's what it is. All right, I'm pulling up the whatever. That's us. That's
Over Thursday. It is Thursday. Apparently, the Whatever podcast is currently going live right now, but Fealty
yeah.
has many clips dutifully prepared for you. For you
Yes,
all.
I
So
will try and get through them fast, but I will try not to cut them off too early. But it is tough to take 7 hours and turn it into a shorter
my
show.
God, stop! Like, thank you for your service.
I mean, I enjoy the show. I will say this: I enjoy the show. I find it enthralling. Some of the episodes are a little lame, but you know, most of them are great. And you never know what's going to happen. You never know
Yeah.
what's going to be said.
The
you
same
know?
could be said of this program.
Exactly. That's why I like this channel so much. I mean, this is my most watched channel on all of the YouTubes. You know,
Not by choice.
no, I would be doing. I would be doing it anyway. I mean, that's how I got the gerb, right? Like I was just watching everything anyway.
It was your Marshall clip that really sealed the deal.
Well, yeah, that opened it up. Then the Content House won, and then it was like 2 months after that. I think you like mentioned on the stream. You're like, yeah, we're kind of looking for like someone who does like clips. We just need someone to just like take a start and a finish. And like I messaged y'all. I was like, yeah, I'm down. I guess like I already did the Content House. Like this is much easier than that, you know, because that was like 4 days straight of recording off of Twitter and then cutting it down into smaller chunks and then fixing because Twitter had the black bars. Oh yeah, even the render alone was over. Like,
it's really a thankless job. I never thank him.
Yes, you do. Yes, I don't mind thanks, but no, I don't. I prefer to be like invisible in some ways, you know, especially in the clips. Like, you know, I do. I check for your comments, y'all. I do, and I do check to make sure like no one's saying like, "Wow, this clip started and ended at the wrong spot."
No, people don't are not. They don't even know to make those kind of comments. Like, unless you're a very snippy fellow clipper, like an enemy clipper. I don't know.
Yeah, I appreciate my fellow Clippers. I mean, I do think Alyssa's good. You know, I don't really know any other Clippers. I don't really know Alyssa, but I know the channel. And I will, on this stream, I will not say,
drink
know.
every time Fealty says you know.
I could go I have a bottle of vodka.
I mean, that you all would go to the emergency room if you took a shot every time he said you know.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
maybe
my
a
like, that word and golly are like my two favorite words. They're fillers. I'm gonna bring it to the stage. We
now
have
look at this. We have my bestie Holly Treats on the far right here. She's in the primo, the leg seat, the boob seat, the everything seat.
That is like the most prestigious seat. Like Brian always puts who he thinks is going to be good there.
A sexy tube of toothpaste just being squeezed out from the from the top.
Yeah, I don't know how girls do that, honestly. All I would be thinking about the whole show is like, are my nips out? Are my nips out?
Well, she's got implants. She knows what she's working with. She knows where her body parts are at all times. She's very self-aware. She's in awesome shape. She's also an amazing hang and can totally hold her own and it's like, I dare anyone who is super judgmental of someone in the adult industry to talk to her and not be completely won over. She's got
Oh
the
yeah,
best personality.
she's magnanimous. She's warm and like she doesn't really say anything that's like, well, this is my thought and your thought's wrong. She's just like, well, this is kind of how I feel about something. You know,
Right.
she's very like you can't argue with that. She's just like, oh, I got my thing.
And next to her is the HR manager in an oatmeal sweater, and a severe bob.
And then next to her, as we'll
Next
find
to
out,
her,
no spoilers, but that she's friends with Holly.
she
So out
looks
of respect
like
for your friend,
okay,
I'll say this: she's crazy, but
okay.
I'll leave it at that.
She looks like Fat Zia. She looks like
Oh,
what's that girl with the dyed tips in her hair that went out with the Joker?
oh, I'm so failing at nerd life right now. That's a
Someone
Harley
in the
Quinn.
chat will know.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she looks like obese Harley Quinn.
Yeah. I mean, I even forgot earlier what was his name from the Bad Santa movie. Someone even said it too.
No, I'm sure
Oh,
she's
well.
sweet. I don't mean to prejudge, but I'm prejudging.
I'll let you prejudge because you're not wrong. All right, so
Yeah,
let's.
we'll call her Gnarly Quinn.
Yeah,
All right, and
I
then
had,
next to
I have
her-
a name for her.
A couple of
Oh yeah, so next to her, that's you'll all remember. You reacted to it. Was there was a girl in her car? She's kind of crying and like saying about how no guys want to date her, and then in a funny way pointing out because she has like a nose ring and stuff.
okay.
That's her.
Oh, the one who's got tons of tattoos.
Yeah, she's got some tattoos. She lifts weights and stuff. She's muscular. You know, they go over the video. We'll go over it. All right,
Okay,
so let's
okay.
let's do the intros then and get to know the people.
Any ulterior motives. If you can't catch the full shows, we have a Clips channel. Link is in the description.
Oh,
Go
is that?
subscribe.
Hold on.
Without
hold
further
it.
ado, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves.
Okay, I had a feeling this was her, but Frank just came in and confirmed my suspicions. The girl in the blue, in the middle seat there, is Monica Holt, Swedish Bella. She is very good friends with Holly.
Yeah.
They've both done Wet Spot.
Oh, really?
That's a big booking. That's a big get for them.
She's honestly out of like the whole panel. She's one of the cool ones.
Very cool too.
Yeah.
Very lovable, great personality.
Oh fudge! Did I say it? I don't remember saying it. I didn't say it.
You can't control it at this point.
Golly. All right, here we go. Let's get to yeah. But I knew that like so it's Holly and then two girls, you know, to her left, then one of her friends, and then two girls, and then you have Swedish Bella. So, like,
So
know.
please tell us your name, age, occupation, and also where are you from? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Holly Treats. I'm 28 years old and I live in Los Angeles, and I've been a full-time content creator since 2015, and now I'm like designing jewelry and doing other stuff too.
Yay.
And when you say content creator, what kind of content are you making?
I've been doing some sexy content on OnlyFans for quite some time.
Since 2015, though?
Premium Snapchat and then OnlyFans and then camming. Like the
Oh, so
whole-
you're an OG.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it. What about you?
Hello, my name is Carla Eli. I'm 23 years old, and I'm a relationship coach, and I live in San
23?
Diego.
Okay, and you
Relationship
you've had a couple
coach? You've
viral
barely been
articles on-
alive. 23?
Yeah. I don't know how people do that. Like, yeah, I just kind of got into the world of doing stuff, and I'm going to tell you how
Yeah.
to do it now.
You need to have more than one relationship to become a relationship coach.
Yeah, like, and two, it's like, how is someone 23 years old going to tell you how to last 30 years in a marriage? like,
No. The only
that's a
people
little
you can
silly.
give relationship advice to when you're 23 are people younger than you, because people older than you are not going to take you seriously.
Mm-hmm. Very true. All right, here we go.
From there was the New York Post, the Daily Wire, the Mirror, the Sun, all these.
Umbrella.
Yeah, so we'll get into those a little. And you've reacted to one or two of our videos, so we'll get into that. Go ahead.
Hi,
She
I'm
did.
Kendra Lee Ryan. I am 32 years old. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I'm an adult film star of
Okay.
14 years, and I also now started managing lovely women like Holly Treats over here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, or
And
manager.
you said 14 years you've been involved in that, so
Yes.
since you were 18.
18, correct.
Okay, you got started at 18, and you do, like, were you doing
I will say this: she does not do anything good to help Holly's brand on this episode. It's bad. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know you're friends with Holly, and I have nothing against Holly, but what this girl says on this episode is shocking.
Some dancing.
The,
You were doing
gnarly Quinn. We're talking about her still.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, shocking.
porn, like that kind
Ooh.
of.
Yeah, so I started dancing at 18. I started doing professional films at 21. I've been up for a few awards, so it's been fun.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Hi, I'm Abigail A. I am 22 and I'm from Missouri and I'm a personal trainer.
Love the
Missouri.
accent.
I detect
She's
a little accent.
cute.
So.
Yeah.
And you also recently had a little viral moment
Yes, I did.
on TikTok. And Matt Walsh reacted to it. We'll check that out a little
Okay.
bit. But yeah, welcome. What about-
Hi, I'm Monica Holt, Swedish Bella. I'm a bikini competitor.
Can we have you tilt your microphone up just a tad? Yeah, just perfect.
I'm a bikini fitness competitor. I do OnlyFans. Used to be a teacher. I'm from Sweden. I lived here 8 years.
Okay, age?
I don't think I met
I'm
her.
40.
40. Okay. Used to be a teacher. What did you
She
teach?
don't look it.
I used to teach European history and religion
She looks
history.
incredible.
European history.
Follow her Instagram.
Okay,
Her
all
body is retarded. She's in amazing shape. Whatever she's doing it right.
Let's see if Instagram would load. So Swedish Bella. Swedish Bella. Swedish Bella. Swedish Bella. I'm just going to keep on saying it until the stuff loads.
Swedish Bella. Swedish
Alright, here we
underscore
go.
Bella.
To share.
Right?
I
This is goals right here.
I'm going to just slowly scroll, though, just in case.
I am scrolling as well. There's nothing untoward.
Okay, good.
Her body
Wow.
is ridiculous.
Aw, is this Papa Bella?
Oh, Mr. Bella.
Aw, he passed away 6 days ago.
Oh.
Aw. Well, if you see this Swedish Bella, very sorry. Looks like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Dig the stash, you know? Rocking the facial hair. Wow, though. Wow. We can't show that.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to the safe
He's
zone.
super hot.
Did it switch? Okay, good. See, now I'm nervous about like the switching of the tabs. Here we go.
Cool. What about you?
Hi, my name's Anna. I'm from Ukraine. I lived in the United States for 4 years. I'm doing acting and e-commerce.
Age?
26.
26. Okay.
She
What
don't
about
look
you?
it.
Hi, my name is Gloria Calderon. I am from New York, and I'm a real estate investor.
Age?
31.
Why are you
31.
here?
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
Real estate.
My name is Mason Gregoire.
Wait,
I am
she
a,
said real estate
like a
investor?
capitalist
Real estate
Did you- was
investor.
it-
Shorthand for that is I have a rich family and my dad gives me money to buy places. I'm a real estate investor.
Is that
New York, and I'm a real estate investor.
Yeah, she did say real estate investor. Yeah.
Homegirl comes from money.
I heard one of those people one day when I was there, and it always stuck with me. So this is like 2005-ish, right? I'm working at Radio Shack, and there's a person in the store, and they're talking with their friend on the phone, because everyone was getting cell phones at that time, flip phones, people. And he literally is saying about how he just bought an apartment building, and he's trying to get the tenants out, and he wants to raise the rent. And these...
Wow.
And literally is like basically saying the dumb poors won't leave no matter what I do, and I won't fix their sinks and
Isn't
stuff.
that annoying? I was
Yeah.
once a dumb poor who wouldn't leave. I had a sweet deal. I paid $9.50 a month for
Oh,
a room
wow.
in Queens.
What year was that?
It,
Gotta be like
when did I
06,
move
07.
in? I think I moved in 2012 or 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like 10 years ago. But it was a shared room. I met her on Craigslist. She was 65 years old. Her name was Susan. And I think it was rent controlled and I was paying the whole thing. I just had my little
Really?
room. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you were sharing that $9.50, I mean, for the one room there, yeah, that's high.
In
for,
Astoria,
like, that
Queens.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, who wants to live there?
I did. I was living the life. I was living the dream, Fealty.
That'll be me someday, I guess. I don't know. Ugh, I'll just go straight into owning a house someday. All right, here we go.
Age?
31.
31. Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, this guy.
My name is Mason Gregoire. I am a, like I prepped for this last time before, but I'm a follower of Christ primarily. Other than that,
What
mechanical
are we-
engineer,
what
power
is
lifter,
that
competitive
shirt?
power lifter, content creator.
You'll see.
Age 27.
Can we see the like a
My
little
name's
like double bi?
Chad McChatterson.
Bam.
Oh, please.
What? That doesn't do it?
Here's the thing. You know how there's the crazy hot index for women? There's a like there is an index for men. There's something about he has a very pretty face and he's very built. And if you pair that with a bombastic personality, there's something about this combination that is fucking cringe to me out the gate. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't be proud of your body, but like a little humble. Like I can already tell this guy thinks he's fucking hot shit and it bothers me. Do you know what I mean? And it's okay. It's great that he's in great shape. You can't help your face. Great face. All of it's great. But he's done something to piss me off already. And that's fine. He follows Christ. That's great. You know, it's too much.
I love the prejudges.
He's coming off a little gay to me.
We're gonna find out some stuff about him. I mean, but
okay, good.
If I could point out, though, I mean, Miss Real Estate Investor looks very happy. Brian looks intrigued. And even I was calling her Melania, the chick with the
Brian's
accent.
erect and he doesn't know why.
Yeah. Brian's still trying to figure some stuff out while he sits on his $3,000 chair of lies, you know. But even Melania, she looks interested.
I just prefer like a quiet strength, a quiet confidence, a stoicism, and this guy's peacocking out the gate, and I can't stand it.
What I love too, though, when I saw this earlier, I wrote it down, the fact that no one's looking at him. They're looking at him through the monitor, but he's right in front of them.
Right, nobody's going.
It's like
Because
so weird.
They don't want to be seen looking like they're checking him out, but they'll look at the monitor.
Yeah, so that's why Brian matches up with the girls on this, because he's hiding his truth, his deep down truth. He wants girls to pay for, dates and stuff because he really wants to be with a man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. All right, let's hear more about Mr. Muscles.
Fuck, Myron, holy shit, dude. And you're also a bodybuilder too, right?
Yes, I do personal
Little double bi?
And so
He's
is
like,
Monica.
I'm not gay.
Let's go.
You didn't make
It's a
Monica.
little hidden, but maybe
I think we can have a gun show in this table.
Yeah,
I feel like
and you're a fitness competitor too.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, she okay.
Oh,
Well,
she got
Shut
the
up,
abs?
retarded.
Oh,
She's
hell,
a
okay.
big
Yeah.
body.
And she just won.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
wow.
right.
Well, even
Really?
Holly,
I had
she's
it
got
out
muscles.
yesterday. What's up?
You win too.
I had
That is a
it
win.
too.
I
And
have
I
been in and
hadn't
out
had it
after
for
my
years, I was happy.
my show. Yeah.
Good times. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go around the table once more. What's everybody's current relationship status? So, are you single, talking stage, situationship, friends with benefits, relationship, married, poly, cool sex, cult, harem? If you're single, how long have you been single? And what's the longest relationship you've ever been in? Go ahead.
So I am currently single and definitely upgraded my dating game, and I'm dating multiple people, but very curated. And my job takes up a lot of my like emotional bandwidth for dating, like being on OnlyFans, because I'm kind of giving in that energy. So I want to reserve my dating life, even though I'm single, for like being stuff that's worth it. And then my longest relationship was 8 years, and that was like, I got out of that like 3 years ago, and even though we weren't married, it was like enmeshed. So I'm definitely enjoying
Yuki,
my
this is what I
freedoms. I'm
mean.
really
Get
excited
it.
to see what.
This is 100% what I mean. I could have just said this. Vanity is cringe on a male. You're right. It doesn't mean you can't like yourself or look good or feel confident. It's this Gaston energy that he's giving off right away.
So if I start going around like, ooh, Chrissy, I'm so hot. Look at me, I'm so hot now. Look at muscles.
I feel like he's just about to bounce 6 eggs off his bicep and swallow them like gut, and then pick up the whole bench of women.
like the built different guy that cracks the egg. Yeah. He's like, oh, gee, God, I love the
incredibly
responses.
good at expectorating.
What?
You don't know that song? You haven't seen Beauty and the Beast? All right.
I've seen Beauty and the Beast. I don't remember expectorating in Beauty
You
and the
don't
Beast.
remember the Gaston song?
Honestly, I don't really remember
Oh,
Gaston.
what a guy, that Gaston.
Yeah, I don't really remember him much. I remember the Beast. I was like, I identify with that character. I'm secretly rich, but I'm a monster. No, I didn't identify much, but yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
It was my hope for a girl to see the beauty in my Beast. Golly.
Drink.
You know. I'm throwing
I've
in
done
you
for
know some
myself
galleys now.
since getting out of that, and I'm like not. It's all been good since then.
You said you guys broke up 3 years ago?
Yeah, I want to say
Was this like right before the pandemic?
It was a little bit after. I think it was like 2020, maybe 20. Yeah, like right around that. Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't break up because of COVID. We should have broken up years before COVID.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you were pretty much from like 18 to 25, 26 is
Yeah.
the period of the relationship. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And was that your last relationship?
Wait, quick. Let's talk about Star Wars in depth.
Yeah. I feel like Hayden Christensen did a terrible job, but not necessarily his fault. I think it was the bad direction he was given.
Anna's probably getting so mad.
She's fuming.
Is that a girl or a boy?
These are all
I am a man.
girls. Yeah, the one
Could be
talking is
questionable.
my friend Holly Treats, very much a girl. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. No, she really does. She has great energy. This is a very bad pause on her face. So.
Okay.
I'm a smaller boob guy, but I don't mind the big ones. I don't like. When I was saying I was Zia, I was saying about how I like the smaller boobs, and then like somehow it came up like, okay, just show your Instagram and like go to the search and like find more things. And like the first things you see on mine was girls with big boobs, and they're like, "Oh, you like small boobs, do you?" I was like, "I don't discriminate."
It was my last like long-term relationship. Yeah.
Okay. So would you say you've been single-ish for about 3 years?
I kind of had a wild phase right after that relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely had a rebound dude who was awful, like my Pete Davidson, if you will. And we went to like swingers resorts and like did a bunch of crazy stuff, like fully participated. Needed to do that for myself, and but not definitely like in a different place now.
How did you describe it after the breakup? You had was it a crazy phase? What did you?
I just got with this guy who was like really like wanted to like disturb his own life and like probably wanted to disturb my life too, and he was just super chaotic and like trying to have sex with like everything that would move and like really didn't have a type. It was more just kind of like and it honestly
anything
like
that moves?
anything that moves, and honestly that's just like really exhausting after a while as a woman to like always feel like every situation could turn into a sexual situation the way this guy obviously does, right? So that was just really exhausting, but it was also super fun for like 3 months, so I'm super glad I did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you said currently you're seeing multiple guys.
Yes, currently I'm seeing like I would say 3 guys, and they're all pretty like, I want to say like high value men, you know what I mean? And they're super busy and I'm super busy, and no one's really like being like, okay, this is where we're going, you know what I mean? But it's also kind of like, I don't know, it's pretty new for all of them. So we're seeing where it goes.
You said you consider them high value men? So
I consider them high value men.
What makes them high value?
I think that I really like on a sapiosexual level love what they've done with their careers and their lives. Like as a fan, almost kind of like, hey, I don't really want your job, but like that's impressive. Good job. You know what I mean? Like I really like I don't want that, but like I'm impressed that you did that. And because for me, with what I've built, a huge problem that I have that I didn't really honestly know, and I'm sure I'm gonna get trolled for this. Like I didn't know that OnlyFans would change my dating life to the level that it did when I first started, because it was way long ago before people were talking about it on podcasts, and I was just figuring it out as I went. But now I have a bunch of
Yes, that's Holly Treats. That's a girl who showed her butt to the waiter.
What?
Yeah, she said she gave the waiter her phone. She said, "Can you take a picture of us?" It was me and her. And then at the last second, she pulled her skirt up. It's funny.
Was that on the same night as the punch?
That might have been the next night. I think that was the same night Nina came out. Actually, no.
Nina was
I
there
don't
for the
remember.
punch.
I don't remember. I don't remember which night she was there.
Well, I guess no. Then it was probably the same night, because if Anna was there, I don't know if Anna went to both shows.
I don't remember. It was also long ago.
Yeah, it's like 5 years ago now. It's a whole human creation ago. All right, here we go.
Followers, and it is weird to date.
Okay.
Because I have to consider, are you trying to use me? Can you actually benefit my life? Is this a waste of my time? Should I just be at home making jewelry and doing my graphic design, or doing camming for whatever, right? Making at least positive income instead of hanging out with you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Still
that's
out
kind of
there.
the new issue I have.
Okay, so you're currently
Yeah.
seeing 3 guys, though.
I'm currently seeing 3 guys. 2 of them don't live in the same state, so it's kind of like more long distance. And then
Okay.
one of them is in the state, but I don't really. It's whatever.
Do you consider it, because oftentimes you hear these terms like roster, do you consider it a roster?
No, 3 is not a roster.
No, because it's not a leaderboard. There's not, like, you know what I mean? It's not like a running leaderboard where everyone's a competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
How often, you said one of them does live in LA, though.
Yeah.
How often?
You're like, well, we're making it a competition.
Well, how often?
Whatever is going to make this a competition.
So-
That is how I laugh, homie.
No. So he lives in LA. How often do you hang out with him?
Man, this
How often do you
is,
see
are
him?
we really talking about this right now? Okay, like probably twice a month.
Twice a month?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the 2 other
That's
guys?
not a
Once a month,
lot.
maybe less?
Yeah.
No.
We're talking in between that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Are
yeah.
there any other people in the picture like that aren't?
Someone just fell off. Okay, if we're gonna call it a roster, someone just fell off the roster.
One of the 3?
No, another
Oh,
one.
there
Another
was
one.
4.
Yeah,
There
there was
was
another
4.
one. He was an actor and he was really cool, but I honestly just like his life's too chaotic for me, and I'm kind of like, okay, I feel really stressed out having to like keep track of what you're up to, so I'm just not gonna keep track.
Yes,
of what you're up to.
Leo DiCaprio. Send him back.
What? She was dating Leo?
Leo, send him back. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just guessing who the actor was.
I believed it. I was like, what? He went like, I'm not going to say her age, but he went over his limit. That's
She's
a
still in her
shocker.
20s.
Yeah, but doesn't he stop at like 23 though?
No, he's gone to 26.
He's gone 26. I thought, wasn't he? Who's the one that always breaks up with the girls at a certain age?
It's him.
It is him? Okay. So it's not 23 then. I'm just wrong on the age.
I think he breaks up with people around 25. The last few all got to 25.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking 23. I don't know.
Because it's my joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Don't explain it then.
Okay.
Y'all have to see it live this
Yeah.
January or this
or
weekend.
this weekend in Tampa.
You could be a tampon this weekend
Mhm.
and go see it live.
Is also seeing like multiple women.
I would imagine. I don't ask, but it's because I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you intimately involved with all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Having
Not all
sexual
together as a group.
intercourse? Huh?
Not
No,
as
no,
a group.
Not like
yeah.
a polygamy
Her
type thing,
question,
but
you
never
know
know.
the answer to.
Yeah, I noticed something I have in my notes here. So right as she says, yeah, just watch the car girl. Just watch the car girl's face through this moment here.
involved with all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Having
Not all
sexual
together as a group.
intercourse. Huh?
Not
No,
as
no,
a group.
Not like
yeah.
a polygamy type of thing, but
You never know what
polyamory.
these conversations are going to
Sure,
turn into.
but
yeah.
you're hooking up with all of them.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. I see.
Are you ever worried that they're kind of just pursuing you for the sex?
It's not as shocking.
yes, but-
She's
I mean,
side-eyeing.
there's
if
a
she wants
lot-
that.
Yeah, so here's my thing. Like, there's a lot of relief in that. Because in the same way that a guy will be like gets a lot of relief and like paying girls to have sex, even if he's good looking and everyone's like, why does he do that? You know what I mean? It's because there's a lot
I
of
would not
pressure
have
that gets
relief.
taken away when it's kind of like, hey, these are the bounds and the terms of the relationship. If we decide that we want to talk about it beyond that, we can. But let's keep it really defined and simple for now, right? And there is kind of a lot less stress in that for me too. When it's like, hey, I'm not the only girl that you're hooking up with. I don't have to decide right now if we're gonna get married because I honestly don't want to make that decision in my life right now.
So marriage is something that you want eventually.
I potentially do want to get married, but I'm also not like, I know that whatever I do is going to be unconventional as fuck because that's pretty much how I've done my whole life. So I need to, my therapist says, my objective needs to become very clear on what I want and what my goals are and actually track them out. And then basically just like make sure nothing disrupts that. And if the right person comes along that is on that vibe, then that's good. But otherwise I'll just be victim to like, okay, I'll become whatever you are. Okay, I'll become what, you know what I mean? I need to just kind of watch my own stuff.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Would it be an acceptable situation for you if you eventually just never found anybody?
Yeah, I thought about that. And then right as I thought about the craziest stuff, like I was like really getting low like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, maybe I just won't have anybody. And I was somewhat okay with it because I'm actually like, I have a lot of love in my life like this, right? But then just recently I was talking to somebody and was like, hey, so I really want a baby mama, but I really don't want a relationship. And I really need someone who's gonna be a good mother, but who's also gonna know that while we need things to look good and healthy for the kid, I can't be tracked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be kept tabs on. I don't want it to be a conventional relationship. But we could talk about the terms of that, but I know that that's unconventional and that it would be an arrangement. And I was like, you know what? That's actually the only terms in which I would have children. And that
we'll dive in. We'll dive in.
Yeah, this is, we got to go to other people. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Holly is a whole show. They don't even need to
Yeah.
book anyone else.
Yeah, my timestamps I had it down just play the Holly part here. I don't know who Anna's talking about tiny hands. She loves a man with tiny legs.
Oh.
Yeah, Henry Cavill and his tiny legs. Teeny. I don't know how he walks or runs in his movies. You know, they probably have to put stints on his feet. I'm sorry, Anna. But yeah, I don't know who she's talking about. She's talking about the other guy. She said, ew, no. You should join us, Anna. We could send
Join us.
Yes, come to the dark side.
Join us. Use your anger.
Yes, give in. Henry has beautiful legs. All right, so now we're going to go on to the second girl and the third girl, and we're going to skip some of the other people, but yeah, the second girl's really short going into the third
What,
girl.
were you proposing there for a little bit? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like,
yeah.
so,
what do I have to do?
Someone just fell off.
Number four.
You're like, so you're,
Someone just fell off. Yeah.
What about you? Go ahead.
Happily married.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for a year and a half, going
what?
on for 2 years.
Who wet my internet?
Thank you. Thank you.
And
I love the golf
or is
clap
that your
for
longest
marriage.
relationship
Yeah.
that you've had? Or
Yes.
oh, yeah, okay.
A year and a half
All right.
relationship, and
we
she's
might-
giving relationship advice.
And she's 23, right? She
And
says
she's 23.
Yeah. She's going to tell you how to be in a relationship.
Good. I need to learn from her.
Have your husband crash the show a little bit later.
Yes.
A little bit later.
Yes.
And
All right,
it's
cool,
very
cool.
lame.
Can I already
Crowley
pick your
won't
team?
watch it.
Can I already B team you?
Yeah, you can.
Go ahead.
I'm Kendra. Oh, I already said that.
Here we go.
Yeah, relationship status.
Oh man, this is actually really crappy right now. So my ex-fiance and I just broke up about 5-6 months ago, but it's all good. It was very toxic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. For
So
2
happy.
years I was paying the bills. So, and then he took my car that I was paying for and had a mistress for a year. So got out of that. I've been single for 5-6 months. I met a wonderful woman because I'm bisexual, pansexual, bisexual. But it's just like friends with benefits. Like me and her both need a man's presence, but not. We haven't been together with a man yet. But we both like date other men, and then we just hang out. We're not really sexually
Sounds
intimate.
like you have a
but it's,
best
more of
friend.
So with women, it's more of like a
like you
cuddling,
just-
comforting, like a best friend that you
Yeah.
can make out or hang out or kiss or cuddle.
It's a friend. She has a friend who she kisses.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Or not. Like there's no pressure. So it's nice to have that because when it comes to like creating what I create, it's very, very draining.
Do
and
you
tedious.
consider yourself bi or lesbian? I'm assuming bi, right? But
I mean, I'm more towards the women than the
Okay.
men, but like I
you
said,
you just had a fiance who was a man.
yes.
That's my understanding.
Yes,
Okay.
I've only had long-term relationships with men, but I've been with women since I was very young.
I see. Okay, so you're currently in a situationship with this
Yes.
woman.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
What was the timeline? Sorry if I missed
You're
it. Between ending that relationship, starting this new one.
2 weeks.
They need a bull mouth.
How long were you guys together? How long were you and your fiance together?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. got it.
Two
You
of them
said-
were long distance.
And that ended 6 months ago, or a
Yeah,
couple?
July 2023.
Okay, we'll say
5-6 months, something like
She
that.
turned you on into women.
I was already into women. When I met him, I was only with women for 3.5 years.
Okay, not to put her on blast, but the girl she's seeing right now is fucking hot.
really hot.
Like I'm more lean towards the male. Like I don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of content with women. And I love hooking up with women. I never want to like have that be off the table, right? But I'm really straight, but her girl is hot.
Are you super straight?
I'm like moderately straight.
You're not that straight.
I'm straight. I'm
that
straight,
straight.
but I've got a little zig.
You're not that straight.
Okay. All right. So, okay, your current situationship, according to her, is mega super hot.
Yeah, she's super hot,
Okay.
super fun. She's down to do anything. Like I'm like, let's go to Six Flags right now.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So
All right, got it.
You have a best
and you said,
friend.
but you're also dating some other men too. It sounds like
I wouldn't say dating.
sleeping with, having
Yes,
sex.
yes.
Do you have a
absolutely.
roster currently?
Yeah.
What's your roster? What's your roster looking like?
Yeah, what's some numbers?
I usually have 5 at all times, but I'm down to 2 right now because they're
5
just
at
getting
all
messy.
times. Okay.
They're getting too
All of
connected.
this
Two
will
in addition to the woman.
Definitely gonna get
Hold on, let's do some
come
math.
into play
Let's do some
later.
math.
They just get obsessive. And I'm like, no.
They get obsessed.
Is that like a rotation type of thing? Like you
Kind
just
of.
rotate through
It's like
guys?
if I'm bored, who's
Sorry.
the closest? You know, whoever's the closest, I'll hit you up. And
No, I'm saying like the roster definition. Is that like some? I've never heard
so
it before.
it's
Is that
like
what it means?
basically
Like,
if you have a
like-
bunch of people you're talking to at the same time, and then everyone else defines it differently after that.
Everyone
But for me,
knows
it's like,
what a
and I've
roster
had
is.
this since I was probably like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Like,
You've had the roster since.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't ever want to get married. I don't want kids. Like even
Okay.
my ex, we had a partnership, a life partnership. Clearly not
Well, just because you don't want to get married and have kids doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have multiple partners. But I mean, I'm not saying that you can't move that way. But
I don't like polygamy either, and I don't want my partner with anyone else. Yes, I am selfish. Yep.
Hold on.
Yes.
Absolute double standards.
I want to. Yeah.
So
if men can have double standards, I can too.
So you want it open on your end but closed on.
Did you notice though? If men can have double standards, I can too. I'm just saying we're building the blocks of this person right now.
Yes, she's very angry at men because what feels safe and good to her after a breakup with a man? Going to a woman. Not necessarily to like eat her puss, but to go to Six Flags. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she's truly in her heart of hearts bisexual. I think it's just, it feels safe for her to, and I think she has I think she might have some male issues.
Yeah. We'll see.
On theirs.
Absolutely.
But you said the current girl you're seeing, she's fucking other dudes.
Because it's a dude. I can't give her that. I can give her something really similar if I strap it on right, but I can't give her that real thing.
Okay, all right.
Plus, I find it hot when a girl's with a guy, but I don't. Okay, wait,
so your male. If you had a male partner, you would not want him with women.
Not without me there.
I see.
I'll just watch it.
But you would. It'd be okay for you to be with other men when he's not there.
Yes.
And they're okay with that.
They have to be, or else they're not with me. Deuces.
I ain't taking that deal.
I don't know.
No offense, but it wasn't offered you. You're not my type. You're a little too
white. I love. She said too white, Brian.
Yeah, like I said, this is just building blocks. This girl is just building blocks right now.
You're not my type. You pay taxes.
Yeah, something like that.
She knows what she likes.
Hey, I'm fine with people having racial preferences. That's totally fine.
Yeah. Everyone's a preference.
More for them, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for them.
Absolutely.
Good for them.
Okay, we can skip ahead a few minutes here to get to the fourth girl. But yeah, she is. Oh golly, like I want to like. Ever since I saw it earlier, I wanted to like vent about her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm holding back, people. You know.
I went away. I was like,
what about you?
I am single.
Oh, you have a relationship.
That is all I have.
So single.
This is the
how long
car
have you been
girl
single?
that was crying in the car.
Probably about since January.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since January. Okay.
And
Longest relationship?
Yeah. Okay. My longest relationship about 2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. And in that 1 year period of time, but you've been dating though, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was seeing a guy
we might
for
get a visit
about
from Anna.
6 months of that.
Okay.
On and off.
Oh, my
got it.
internet.
All right. What about you?
Married. Been married for 6 years. My longest relationship in Sweden was 11 years. Met my ex when I was 19.
Oh,
What
wow.
the heck is going on?
He was 10 years older. We broke up because it just didn't work. I dated a little bit in between that, and then I met
Oh my goodness.
my husband. I actually slid into his DM.
You slid into your husband's DM?
Yeah.
Oh, I love her nails.
He thought I was a cam girl or selling glass Ray-Bans. It was either or.
Ray-Bans.
And we were
It's generally hard for men to believe.
I'm just going to pause it for a moment. Let it build up a little bit of a buffer there, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, it's not even building up the buffer. Oh, okay. Well,
That women will slide into their DMs.
I did that. I was like, hey, you're hot. He's like,
It's usually like a scam or
exactly.
some
He was like,
computer
"Oh,
virus or
the link is coming. But
Exactly. Just send the link.
Yeah.
Just let's get it over with.
So we start talking about.
So.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
and
Why
those
did
are
I
your standards,
do
and one thing
that?
that I want to say is like I'm not speaking
Oh.
Okay.
What
I'm
did
sorry.
you do?
I will get us back, people. I swear, 2617. Oh goodness gracious!
Understood his question, and he was like, he knew I was the one for him.
Oh.
There we go.
That was the factor.
When you mentioned being into butt stuff, like you pegging.
No. Well.
Oh, you received.
Well, I mentioned that too. So, any takers, please.
Wait, what do you mean takers? You have a husband.
Yeah. The thing is, he's not into it, right?
Into what?
The pegging part.
Wait, is it you guys got an open marriage?
Yes.
Only for pegging though.
No. So we do. What happened was, so this is if you marry a guy who loves women, either you let him or you leave him, right? So either you're fine with him, you know.
Wait, so
seeing
it's
other
like
people.
open on his end, closed on your end, or open on
No,
both
I mean,
ends?
if I went to him and said, hey, babe, this is something I really want to do, like I met somebody that I really vibe with sexually, like, would it be fine? We would have that discussion. I just haven't really met that person yet. I'm very particular with my men.
So wait, you guys see other people then? Are you guys swingers?
No.
He hasn't met
well,
me
I mean, we have
because I'm
had
so
like
hot
multiple
and
women like
confident.
in our bedroom. Actually, the first time I came to America to visit him. 3 days into that visit, we had a threesome with a lady that was like 62.
Wait,
Oh
62?
shit!
She was hot though. She was really good. looking.
Wow, that's
No,
kinda
like for
neat.
real.
There's
really
some hot
good
gilfs
looking.
out there running around.
Yeah.
Wait, that's neat.
That's kind of neat that they wouldn't be like judgmental. That like, yeah, I think that's kind of it's a thrill for the old gal. I think that's
Guess so.
neat. I think that speaks volumes to somebody's personality. That I don't know. I kind of see it as like community service.
Yeah, I guess so.
You
That
hook
would
up
probably be a girl
with
hooking
an
up
older
with me,
person.
though. If it was me, it would be more like charity. This one- it would be like, we're staving off the gay by 50.
You're like, I'm gonna fuck someone with a wheel for a leg.
A wheel for, like what, like the dog wheel thing?
Uh-huh.
Like, you know?
The people equivalent of that.
While we're here, we should probably, let's get caught up on the super chats. Beer, beer, beer.
Bow, bow, bow. Kratos, what's up, Kratos? Did you find the episode where Chris, the old producer, walked out for Crispy's amusement? Oh,
I totally forgot. I do have it written down still.
forgot.
But yeah, there's so much to go through on this one that I doubt we'll have time. But I promise you, I give you my word on this one. Next time we do whatever, that'll be the first thing we do. My bad. That was my fail.
The word of fealty.
Yes. And I will earn that. I swear it. I pledge my fealty to it. Okay. Next one. Beer, beer, beer.
Deranged lunatic. Chrissy, did you hear about Melanie's grandfather? Oh, did he pass away?
I didn't
That's
hear
sad.
anything about that.
That's what I assume.
I'm
Hear
going to
that?
hope that he won the lottery.
Usually when you hear about grandfathers, it's not good news.
He won the lottery in my mind. Well, let's do this one then. Beer, beer, beer.
Viking, I want to see Kate meeting on whatever and Brian's reaction when she tries to get him to take the episode down. Actually, I think Kate would be great on this show.
Yeah. Well, that girl was just talking about pegging, so there's that. Beer, beer, beer.
Sergey, you're dating but have commitment issues and feel like becoming official is settling equals constipationship. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's going to be how I explain my single life. It is a constant... I can't say it. All right, next one. Beer.
Viking! Fealty needs a nice jilf.
Maybe. The only thing... I'll say, the only thing I don't like about older ladies is not how they look. It's when they put makeup on, it gets all like clumpy and it just doesn't look right. Like, and lipstick already grosses me out like a lot. Like, so, but if it wasn't for that, then yeah, I would be so down. I don't care about age. I really don't. All right, let's go. There's a little more here.
Hot take. I don't know if there's such a thing as a hot 62-year-old.
No, she's hot. Like
How old
she
is
was.
Nina Hartley?
Who?
Oh, never mind.
Who the fuck is that guy? She had like a six-pack. Like she was good looking. If she wasn't hot, I wouldn't go for it.
To be
trust
fair,
me.
like the best way that a woman can like maintain her beauty is go to the gym.
Yeah.
So I feel that, but 62 is pushing it.
Yeah, she was. I thought she was good looking though. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't find her attractive.
Gonna
you
get
know,
canceled
so.
by all the 62-plus-year-olds out there.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that happened.
What's up, Nick? On center?
Uh-oh.
Looks okay. Are people complaining?
Nick's gonna be in trouble.
I'll
Dun, dun,
take a look
dun.
at it here in a sec.
No,
okay,
he was
but so
bad.
you guys...
So you know what happened was this was like back and forth on how we're gonna manage this, because he was very open with me from day one. He was like, listen, this is me. I like women. I probably won't be like super faithful if that's what you're looking for. And I was like, I really like him. We vibe. You know, this is awesome. And I'm pretty open when it comes to sexuality. I don't really judge anybody. Like for me, it's like stay safe, do whatever you want. So I was like back and forth. Am I comfortable with it? We tried it out, and I wasn't uncomfortable with it. You know, I was like, you know, having threesome is fun. I'm not super bi, but like I love beautiful women. I support them. You know, we had a good time. So
wait, do you sleep with other men?
No.
Oh, but you're able to sleep with other women?
Yes.
Alone?
Yes.
Okay. Do you? Or you just have?
I mean, yes, that has happened. Like
okay.
for.
What about him?
He does it. Yeah.
Sleep with other women?
Yeah.
Without you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't find that. I'm not a person. I'm not jealous. I'm pretty alpha, so I don't really.
Good
and
for
if you want
her.
to leave me for somebody else, I'm not gonna stop you. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, please don't leave me. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
Hold on, just to be clear. Let me
I
just
wouldn't be
clarify.
able to
so,
do it.
if your husband were to leave
I
you,
would pretend,
you wouldn't give a
but-
fuck.
No,
Okay.
I don't mean it like that. Of course, I would be
No.
upset. It would be
Okay.
sad. It would be a divorce. But it's not like I'm gonna beg somebody to stay with me. If you don't love me and you met somebody else, I'm not gonna try to keep you
I see.
because that's pathetic and embarrassing for me. So
Okay.
you know, I mean, it's fine. We
All
would
right.
probably have. Like me and my ex, everything was fine on the breakup. He got upset, yeah, but after a while, you know, we solved it. So
Sure. What about you?
Oh my
Married
goodness.
4 years now, and that's my longest relationship.
You're in a relationship, 4 years, and it's your longest. Oh, I forgot to ask, how long have you been in the U.S. for?
4 years.
Oh, 4 years. So you met him right away?
Yeah, we got married like in 3 months.
Oh, you got married within 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, married within 3. Is he also, you said you're Ukrainian, is he also Ukrainian?
No, he's from Texas, but he lived in California for like 10
He's American.
years. Yeah.
Okay, got
He's
it.
from Texas. He lives in
Melania.
California like for 10 years. I came to California for business, and then I stayed.
Okay, all right. What about you?
I am married. My first anniversary
Yeah.
was a couple days ago.
She sells
Um,
houses and
thank
gets
you.
married.
So 1 year, about?
So 1 year.
Okay.
My longest relationship was about 4 years. It's not with my husband. I did also marry my husband 3 months after meeting him, and I freaking adore him.
Wait, so you both got
3
married
months,
within
yeah.
3 months of?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's interesting.
you too?
I got married within 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait, 4
Wow.
months? 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months.
6
And
months.
she's
So-
giving
okay.
relationship
Wow.
advice.
Right? So wait, no, then so she's 23 now. How long did she say she was married for? 4
I think she
years?
said a year and a half.
Oh, a year and a half. Okay, so she was like right around 20 when she decided to get married, like 21 years old. Yeah. I don't know.
She
I would
decided
rather
at 20,
take it-
after 4 months of dating, she would marry him. Yes,
Yeah.
I want to take advice from her.
I'd rather take marriage advice from Holly than her, to be honest with you. I bet Holly knows a heck of a lot more about relationships than she does.
All right.
So can I just say, like, the first time like I saw him, I thought, I mean, he's a great looking guy, but one of my best friends it was his best friend, so there was definitely a good reference, you know. And we've had our ups and downs from getting married so soon without really knowing each other, but it's overall been a great experience, and I've learned a lot, and I've grown a lot as a person, so I'm grateful.
Okay, and does anybody here have children?
I do.
Children? Okay, you have just 1 kid, 2 kids?
I have
This
one
is
daughter.
still like the
She's 12.
inventory part
And that's
of the
from
show.
your
Yeah,
previous...
I was no. That was,
Oh, you were 18. Okay, are you wanting more kids?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
At least
I
2
see.
more.
Okay, got it.
Wow.
All right, and Mason, what about you?
Okay, does it seem weird?
Yeah.
Is this? I don't know why this seems weird to me. When someone is like so sure about how many kids they will have, it's like you have no idea. It's like whatever God, you know what I mean? It's up to God. It's like it's just funny to me when people go, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have this many kids." It's like you don't know.
Mhm.
You
Well, I
know
guess
what
it's
can
weird too
happen.
if someone never had a kid before and they're like, "I'm gonna have 5 kids." It's like,
Yeah,
well,
how
maybe
the
have
fuck do
one.
you know? Yeah, try having one. I I don't know why that rubs me the wrong way. There's, I guess,
Because it
an
makes
arrogance.
sense.
There's an arrogance to that.
Yeah. Well, I guess with her, she at least has like a kid already, so she knows like the toll it's gonna have on the body and stuff, and
Mhm.
like it's
Yeah.
not the easiest thing in the world to do, and there's worry there, and you know. But yeah, when girls say it that they've never even done it before, and it's like I want 5 or I want 3, it's like how about want 1? Like that's a good place to start. You know, you're gonna push a living thing out of you. Not
Yeah.
easy. You know. And we're not going to cover it, but they do discuss plastic surgery,
Okay.
and about how after you give birth and then you do the breastfeeding and stuff, the boobs might get like wrinkly, like they might get like shrunken a little bit because you've now just like gotten rid of all this milk and stuff creation, and then it doesn't come back exactly the same. So like girls are doing mommy makeovers.
I've
and
heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're refilling the boobs like with like fat and stuff from the rest of their body. But we're not gonna cover that. But I figure I'll sum that up for you, which was for me as a guy. I kind of like I don't mind like if I was with a girl and she was pregnant, I'd be able to handle it. But outside of that, like I'm like I don't know.
I'm single. Been single for probably a few months now. Yeah, my longest relationship was about a year.
And you've been on the show a couple times. Have you been bombarded with women in your DMs wanting to date you?
I've definitely gotten a few women who are interested.
Yeah? Are you talking with any, or?
Nothing too serious right now.
Okay.
I mean, one or two have stuck out, but nothing has progressed.
And since maybe some of the viewers know, some of them might not, the panel, I think,
Here we
they
go.
don't know. What are you? How are you maneuvering when it comes to the dating world?
Yeah. Well, so I'm sure you'll get to this eventually, but I'm a virgin. Never
Oh.
had sex. It's something I'm safe.
Oh no. You have Gaston energy with a virgin.
Your reaction was so
Oh
Yeah, like,
no.
It had like a second delay because like I think your brain was like, did I just hear that? But it was like
Yeah.
you recoiled.
There was a lot of equations going on, and I'm like, what?
Oh.
How weird. Why?
Yeah, right. I was waiting on that.
Ugh.
He's not a chick, Ada. I was waiting. Oh my goodness.
I don't know
waiting,
why
like-
it's weird for men to stay virgins. It's much weirder. If a girl wants to stay a virgin, I think that's sweet. But if a guy is a virgin, it's like, ugh. That's like that. I feel so sorry for your wife. You're gonna have no skills.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like. I feel like if you're gonna be a virgin, you have to end up with a virgin because you have to learn that stuff together then. And I think it's fair enough to say that might work out. You know?
Yeah, maybe he's just a virgin for women. Maybe he's just been plowing dudes.
or being the plowed. You know.
I don't.
He's-
Not a good look.
But notice
Oh,
now,
right, he's
though,
Christian. He's Christian. He's saving himself for marriage. But it's like, I don't know. Like, do you really have to wear that shirt?
Yes. That's where he went wrong. He should have worn like a sweater and like, you know, maybe has his hair ruffled up a little bit, you know. Maybe he went wrong with the flex at the start of the show. Yeah. The Gaston energy, I guess, is really where he
Yeah.
went wrong there. Oh, and
It's weird to be like this peacocking, flexing, like big man on campus, be like, I'm a virgin.
Well, you know, virgins are cool this day and age, right? I hear it's in right now. Like none of Gen Z and they're not hooking up or something, and we're gonna have population collapse. Yay! Also,
Russell Hall, he's probably one of those who doesn't count the butt. Ah.
what in the butt though?
Only he knows.
You remember that song though? Viral song.
Of course.
Back in the day. Great song.
What in the butt?
What was his name again? It's not Jason Day, right? Wasn't that Chocolate Rain guy? Oh, I can't remember now. Oh well. Let's learn
Giving
more
from my
about
wife.
this guy.
Yeah, that's extremely important to me. I know the statistics when it comes to sex before marriage, how it can hurt future relationships, your ability to bond with other people. So I'm saving that for her, trying to honor God with that. There are plenty of things I'm. Oh yeah, go for it.
Do you want the girl you meet to also be a virgin, or it doesn't matter?
I mean,
How important is it?
Yeah, if I could pick, I would rather her be a virgin. But it's not.
Wait, if you get what?
No, if I could pick.
Oh, if you could pick.
If
Okay.
I had the choice, yeah.
Well, he
I
can
would rather
pick.
her be a virgin, just because I know
You have the choice, Mason.
right.
You have the
Yes.
choice.
Yeah,
You got the choice.
I got the choice.
You have the
Your
choice.
body, your choice.
Yeah.
Indeed, yes.
He could
yes,
pick a
for
Well,
sure.
it's not-
virgin
it's
if he
not-
wanted to. Anna's convinced he's gay. I am leaning towards that.
I have no clue.
I would, you know, who I do believe is someone who was like a born again, like Bryson Gray. He started dating his girlfriend, then fiance, and he's like, you know what? We're not having sex till we're married. She was a virgin, he was not, but he like through that relationship decided I'm re-virginizing myself. That I buy.
I buy that more than I'm not gonna lie. When girls say like I want to wait till marriage, and then you find out they've been with like 10 dudes before you, I'm a little bit kind of like I don't agree with this. You know, like I
Okay.
feel it's like messed up.
10 is too
because-
much for you.
Well, even if it's like 6 or even 4, you know, even like 2.
So
like,
you-
why me? Like, why am I the one that has to wait till marriage? You know,
Right.
when that's not something I believe in anyway. I do believe you should. It's good to do it before marriage to figure out, heck, do I want to do this with this person for like the rest of my life? Like, because I do believe in you know, in some ways, like I don't mind if people get divorced, but I do believe if I myself make, you know, that vow of till death do us part, for me at least, that is, I pledge my fealty to that. So like I'm in it till death, you know, but this day and age, that doesn't mean it's gonna end up that way. So I just think it's a little weird if someone's been with people before and now all of a sudden me, it's like, no, you're gonna have to wait till marriage. I'm kind of like, I don't fully agree with that. Also,
Russell Hall, only Pedros are able to pick a virgin. What's a Pedro?
I think he was meaning it without the R.
Who knows? It's hard to know what Russell Hall means.
Yeah. Pretty sure that that's a really messed up joke, and I'm very happy we pronounced the R. All right, so a little more about this guy.
I think that he has a choice. I think, just in terms of, I think you have the optionality to do it. Because listen, you're tall, fit, handsome, smart, successful.
Ooh.
Mason,
Ooh.
you are not settling.
Keep
for a
going,
non-virgin.
Brian.
I agree.
I refuse to allow it.
Okay.
Me too.
And also, don't you want to date, like, don't you want to be with someone who's also gone through that fundamentally different life experience? Like, that's not a life experience I can relate with at all. And that probably is like so many parts of it. So it's like, I'd imagine you'd want someone who at least understands it, right?
Yeah.
Understands like
Like
the
waiting
different
for
point
marriage.
of view or waiting
Someone
Find
who also
another
waited for marriage, even,
virgin.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
So yeah, like okay, speaking ideally, yes, I would want someone who waited for marriage. Realistically, it's not likely gonna happen. If
I got you, dude.
Okay.
We're getting no.
Wait, don't you have any nice Christian girls
It's
that
like,
you know?
hold on, but
Yeah, I got you.
is he masturbating? Does he own 47 fleshlights? Do you know what I mean? Like, is he coming or not?
It looks like he is in this pause right now. He's reaching on down there. But yeah, I does that count? Like, if you're, you know, taking care of your situation on your own, like, what's really the full-on difference then?
Yeah. Right.
Or maybe he's gay,
Yeah.
like you and Anna seem to believe. He definitely looks like he's doing something right there. We can skip ahead. There's not really much else about him, so let's skip ahead to the car girl.
Brian
and
has a
her
man
video.
crush on him hard. Yeah, a few in the chat have said so, and I agree. He's like, oh, yeah, look at you. You're my Chad.
I do think he does look up to like the strong guys, like, you know, was it Chad? Is that his name?
That's Chase.
Chase. Yeah, I do think he looks up to them.
You know who
Also,
I look
the
up
guy-
to? Keanu Thompson.
Oh, hello. You hear me?
Oh. You sound wonky.
Wonky?
Wonky?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Maybe
Wonky?
try and lower the volume of the mic, because
Dude.
I'm hearing us in the back.
Loud, too loud. This better.
Yes. I think it's your shirt. Your shirt's too loud.
Jesus. I knew this shit was. God damn it. Wait, is it still? I'll go
Oh, it's
out
a little
and
better
do it.
now, yeah. Oh, I kind of still hear it.
Better.
It's not bad.
I'll go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I was hearing it. Oh,
Yeah, there's a little
golly.
bit of wonky there.
Yeah. Also, beer, 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 beer,
Russell Hall, we need to get Camelot and this guy together. Why? For gay sex? Or like a pose off?
Yeah, they could look at each other in the mirrors as they flex. Camelot's looking good. You know, really kudos to him. From his start of his channel.
Cutting thing right now.
What?
He's doing a cutting diet right now. He's basically just eating chicken, rice. That's it.
Yeah. I was thinking more of goth girl in high school type of practice.
No.
And was
Oh yeah.
Okay. Also, beer, 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 beer.
Bam! Viking, she has to adjust her audio for the gunfire.
What crazy things have happened this year? You pissed off land whales this
It's been
year.
a crazy year.
Guy
A
got
lot
punched
of
at a show.
A lot
You
of ups
got-
and downs.
Yeah, you had to take your pants off at the airport.
Mhm.
You know, you got yelled at in the bar the other day. Keanu
Yep.
got shot at.
Mhm.
Like, what else is gonna happen this year?
A lot of shootings this year.
Yeah. I guess let's continue. So I moved us ahead. So we're gonna cover the part of the car girl, the crying car girl, and her experience, and got a little bit about Matt Walsh in here. So
I think we're going to start with Abigail. You had this TikTok video. It kind of went viral. Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire reacted to it. Why don't we watch the whole thing? The TikTok. We'll watch a short segment from Matt Walsh's thing, and yeah, well, whoa.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Flattering.
At least you still look pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, that's
seriously.
true.
Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, gorgeous. Came to the realization.
She's so pretty.
Why
Yeah.
I'm single. Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Okay, this is not supposed to be offensive, but I see their wives and they just look like so like, you know, like not like this. Just like, you know, like I pretend my tattoos are gone. Dude, I look crazy. Like that's why guys don't want to wife me up.
I would
And
wife
just come
her
to this
up.
realization
It's very sweet.
today.
She's very endearing.
Yeah.
Love that.
She's
Sweet
cute.
tea, I like that.
Eat
Oh.
sushi after I get out of the grocery store in my car with my bare fingers and drink sweet tea.
She sounds like a female Camelot.
Nice. I thought these men wanted like, you know, big, strong,
Yeah.
tough
I
girls.
want to be her friend too.
Yeah. So look at that pause too. Look at that skillful pause.
She's stunning.
She is
Green.
stunning. And
So
you know
horrible.
what? Like if she wanted to be a little more feminine, it's not like she's got tattoos on her chest or her face or her neck. Like a slight outfit change, put your hair down, take your nose ring out, boom, you're a feminine chick. It doesn't take much.
I
think
think
she's plenty
Fit is
feminine.
like in. Really
Yeah.
fit.
And she's gonna go for a fit dude who also loves to work out. So I don't think she should worry.
I don't love to work out, but I'd start working out for her.
Is my
Aw. We
guys,
do
by
have
the
a
way.
little bit of a Kiki echo.
I don't know what to do.
So try and aim your mic at your mouth, like the tip of the mic to the mouth, and
Hello.
and
Just a tip.
lower your Focusrite volume to a bunch. Check, 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 check. Sound check 1, 2.
First
Am
knob
I
is
here.
better. Better.
Doesn't really sound any different, does it? Oh, actually, no, there's no more echo. You're good. Wait, no, there's a little echo.
Check. You're okay.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, here we go. Let's learn more about Abigail, the hot, muscular girl.
I don't know. I feel like all of them are like super girly, and all these guys are like, yeah, that's my girl. That's just like housewife stuff. And I'm over here like, I own my own business. I'm covered in tattoos. I'm a little spazzy, but that's okay. We embrace it. But yeah, I don't think any guy's gonna wife me up because I can't take me seriously. And I just realized that.
Seriously is not the right.
Damn.
Word.
I have a video
I
for
think
this
she's
one.
very
Pause it for a sec.
she's very wife upable but to, like, not to everyone, to a certain kind of guy who's like, wow, I also own a business, have goals, like also enjoy working, also enjoy working out.
Like a pro basketball player.
Yeah.
Tall. They love her, you know, she's big,
Just because
tall.
you're a go-getter and you own a business doesn't mean you're not feminine.
She's quite feminine. Fake or something, and not like she's got microbladed eyebrows, eyelashes, you know, she looks beautiful even though she just worked out.
Yeah. She looks great.
I'm just pointing it out. I would date her in a hot second. I'm sure plenty of guys would. I just wonder if she's not really doing the things to, like, you know, get the guy's attention, you know. And I'm not saying, like, oh, girly herself up, because I think she's crazy hot.
Plenty girly.
And we also got another guest here.
Ooh.
Brian?
It's Anna.
Hello.
What up, Anna? Good to see you. I love the bangs. Did you dye your hair dark? Is that a wig?
No. This is my real hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cute.
goodness. I love
Thanks. I'm a lot warmer now.
Warmer? Why?
Yeah.
Because of the bangs?
Oh yeah, my head is like 10 times warmer now that my
Aw.
forehead is covered.
I love a bang.
Wow, it's
moment.
really
See.
cute. Not everyone can pull off bangs, but you're doing it.
Thank you. It'll be grown out for my wedding, but right now I'm like, it's
Look.
fucking freezing, so
Cute. Oh my god, with a little headband? Yes. Very cute.
All right, let's continue the Abigail.
Okay.
Or what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I wanted to get Anna's take on this girl. Have you
Oh.
seen this this viral clip here?
yeah, didn't we watch it on like Simpcast?
I think we did.
Yeah, when it came out, and I think we all basically said the same thing. Like and I think we all were like, we need to get her in touch with Camelot because like he'd totally bang her.
Yes.
And they have a
think-
similar accent, too.
The muscular Jesus guy, too. What a me.
Muscular Jesus.
That guy is gay.
I
He is 100% gay. I'm waiting till marriage. Yeah, queen, we know.
he's gay.
Queen.
But you never know. Something
But
like
I
that.
bet
Dude,
you he's
this,
on Grinder. He's a virgin for a lady, not a boy.
I'm sure he gets more DA men than he does women. But
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll contact him when I'm 50. Here we go.
Let's read some of the comments.
Yeah.
Nick, can you move us over? Nathan says, it's the eyelashes for me. Fake eyelashes are a complete turn off.
Yeah, you can
That's
tell
just
they're
real.
real.
Some things these people say.
Scroll down a little bit, Nick.
Whatever.
Those are
on that.
fake?
Jesus.
Nose ring. And what? Okay, I don't like the tooth thing.
Okay, I know. I was like, dang, I'm passed out
I don't
near
like
the
what
door.
they're
and my
saying about
tooth-
nose rings. It seems like a lot of people don't like the nose ring. Oh, maybe Harry likes. He says 100. No, I don't know. So you posted this. It went viral. What's your take on it going viral? And
Well,
what have you
I
heard
didn't
from
think it was
people?
gonna go viral. Number one, like I just do random like ranting videos in my car sometimes.
Was
So I
that
was
pre-gym
like-
or post-gym? Or
That was
not even?
post gym.
Oh.
I
I could tell it was
tell from my
post-gym.
hair and my pump.
Not from the
obviously.
hair, but it was more like the
My arm pump?
no. Well, the arm pump, but like the general exhaustion.
Does
that you
Brian
do.
have on his
Yeah, my
chest?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
his back.
It's a massager.
so.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Chrissy, are you at the stage of your pregnancy where you sleep with like the pillow?
No, because there's no room for a pillow like that in the bed. So I'm not even gonna buy such a thing. I'm just gonna like use other household items to prop myself up.
You just
'Cause see,
use Frank. You wake up
I
and
could
you're
see
just on
you
Frank.
having a tool for yourself because you're growing a human.
Oh, you mean a vibrator? I have one of those.
Like this, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and any day, almost like bin. If that out and just say, how to be like, what are you gonna do with? You should alert people. Hey guys, the back massager. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
This is all
hurt
my
anyone.
prostate from back here.
Yeah, or made myself.
Golly.
All right,
We've
return.
paused on prostate massager. Okay.
Yeah, the brain freezing and yeah,
The
all of that.
post-workout.
Yeah.
I had my sweet tea in my hand. Yeah, I just got done eating sushi in my car. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
so
I love that
I
accent.
don't know. I just never thought it was gonna go viral like that, but I really do. The girls I do see with their husbands are very like, you know, they're very cutesy. They don't have any tattoos. They don't have any piercings. They don't look like big lifter girls. And then the ones that I do see that have like piercings, tattoos, and lift with their husbands are in an open relationship. No offense. But they're in an open relationship and they're just like not committed to each other. And I just never see like, you know, commitment just one-on-one and just with each other with people that look like me.
That's
And are at the
interesting.
gym and stuff. And that's what I look for. And I feel like I've struggled with that a lot because everyone at the gym sees me. They don't take me seriously. And I want a serious relationship. And I feel like it's just hasn't been possible for me yet. So
And you think that's due to your appearance or your demeanor?
I
What
do.
do you
I
think?
think so. And I my demeanor is very alpha at the gym because I own my own personal training business. And if the right guy comes along and he leads the relationship, I don't mind like I don't want that alpha attitude at home. Like I already have to do it at work, but guys think I want to do that like at home too, and I don't. So I'm very misconceived because of what I do and what I look like.
So are you looking for a man that you can submit to or step under? And
I don't mind letting a man lead if he's going to do it right. If he provides for me, I'm going to provide
Yeah,
for
given
him.
that you find a man who is, I could like.
I was
a
just
man
saying
that is-
gay,
you
gay,
identify,
gay.
I would put myself under his leadership and I would follow him to the ends of the earth.
You notice how
Yeah, okay.
simply
Carla, you're
submit just rolled off of his tongue?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
this
you know
isn't
what's
a
funny?
daddy.
Him and her are probably into the same kind of guys.
Yes.
No, I mean
He
this
probably
girl,
like he
I know so many guys that would be
Brunelli-
into this chick.
Yes. She's just
Is
sporty.
Keanu roboting or is it just me?
Yeah, she's definitely breaking up. I might be
trying
the
to
internet.
figure it out, guys.
Keanu, just turn off your camera for a little bit and maybe that'll fix it.
I'll come out and come back in.
You know what it is? StreamYard's just finally created a mobile app and it's been doing that a lot.
Really? Huh. I wonder if this is probably server issue then with the mobile app to the desktop.
Okay. I wanted to say this on the chat, but since you guys invited me, I'll say it. It takes a lot for Brian to be like the most masculine guy on the stream. But this guy next to him, I was like, oh my God.
I think he's masculine.
He is so gay.
I mean, he could do this, and he's got muscles.
So can I. So can the tattoo girl. Like, Chrissy's right. Like, you wear that shirt onto the podcast, really?
That is odd.
Yeah,
for
you're just
virgin
trying to-
waiting for marriage, that's odd to
Like,
wear something
here,
like that.
ladies, you want what you can't have. Like, I'm not saying men don't like a man like that. I'm sorry, like, doesn't have the self control to be a virgin. Are you kidding me? Like a straight dude who looks like that, your DMs are gonna be, you're gonna be constantly having women throwing themselves at you. I'm just saying the odds of him having the self control to turn all that down to just wait for marriage. I don't mean to sound cynical or black pilled here, but it's a very small percentage of guys who could do that. But hey, maybe he's really committed to his faith. But then why wear a baggy shirt like that?
Because he's waiting for all of the guys he's advertising to hit him up on Grindr. But you know what's funny? So that girl, the one that came to your show, Chrissy, she's like really petite. And this, I don't know, the cameras are so weird. It makes her look like large.
Holly's very. You mean Holly? She's very.
Yeah,
small.
Holly.
She's very snatched. She's in great shape. Yeah, she's like not maybe 5'3", 5'4", or something. It's just because if you're closer to the camera, you're gonna look bigger. And then, by the way, and Bella is tall, but she looks small because she's sitting back there.
Well, this room is tiny. So I was sitting where the chick in the Barbie shirt was.
Okay.
And I mean, from the other angle, she looks a little bit bigger, but this is like, this is tiny. Like, this is a small table. And to have all these chairs, like your legs are touching. Everyone here on this table is touching except for the gay guy. So I don't know. It's weird looking at it from this angle. I don't know.
How big
It
is the
is.
room like behind like the camera that we're seeing?
Oh, you
from
have
now?
no space. You can barely like
You
back
can
up your
barely
chair.
fit in a Tamagotchi.
What's Oh.
Some
he
girl got
kicked off a
thrown out
girl.
for
Yeah.
looking at a Tamagotchi.
Aw.
He wanted it to starve.
Yeah,
That's what he wanted.
He
Chrissy,
wanted
have
it
you
to
played
die.
yours yet? Is it alive?
No, I kind of love how it looks aesthetically in the box still.
So that's your version of a Funko Pop then?
Yeah, I might play with it like over Christmas or something.
Okay, so yeah, really quick before we get back onto the show, let's get a gay or not from everybody on this
All right,
one.
G's in the chat if we think. Oh no, that's Camelot.
Gay.
I just figured I'd throw that one out there since
Gay.
Aw.
I don't think he's gay.
Also, don't you like how Brian didn't call out the Ukrainian girl for marrying a dude for a visa?
Wow, you're right. That totally evaded me.
I moved here and immediately got married. Like,
Huh.
come on. I
Yeah,
watched
he
like,
did
a clip.
because that's not something he looks for. He looks for sex workers.
No, he looks for like body. Well, there was one I saw a clip that was going around where like he was forcing these girls to say their body count, and the girl was like, I don't know. And he was just like giving this girl a really hard time. And then there was another girl that's like, oh, I'm not gonna say because I'm married. And he's like, okay, fine. And they're like, what the fuck? Like you forced us to say, but just because she's married, she gets that privilege.
Yep. Apparently so.
Yeah, but I was like,
got to
wouldn't
the final game?
Well, that would be like one of the first things I would expect him, because if she was like your friend Holly, I bet you he would have said something like that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, he does in this episode. We're not going to cover it, but yeah, he pressures Holly on her body count, and she's very vehemently saying no multiple
Oh no,
times.
I meant about the visa. Like if Holly was like, oh yeah, I'm from like the UK and I moved here and I met a guy and he immediately got married, he'd be like, oh, you're doing that for a visa.
Yeah.
He'd be okay if they paid for the first date and subsequent dates after that, though. He'd be very okay with that for some reason. I mean, well, he himself, he wants to end up with a 4'11" Asian that has a large labia. Like, that's his girl of choice.
Ew.
Yeah, like, I don't know how he's going to pull that one off. You know, he's going to have to do the same. You know?
He's gonna have to become a passport bro.
Yeah, he's going to have to ship her in a very small cardboard box that's 4 foot tall. Okay. Let's play a little more.
The woman's dating coach, relationship expert. What do you think?
First of all, I do want to say that you don't have to look a specific way. I know that I look a specific way, but girl, I'm thick. And I used to think that too. I used to think there's no man that's going to like me the way I am. I'm Latina, I have curves. Like I know what I have and I know what I don't have. But what I would say is there's someone for everyone, and I will admit that there is like this yin and yang when it comes to feminine energy and masculine energy. I know that those two terms are overused time and time again, and I will say appearances do matter. I literally just made a video on like beauty is currency, but you're beautiful, and you know you go, and I feel like you're a business owner. I'm a business owner too, so it's just like learning how to manage that feminine energy and presenting it in the right way, in the right rooms, and putting yourself in the right places. So
It's like, and a lot of people see me at the gym, and I present myself in a very almost like
she needs to try to meet people in other places but the gym. If she's just trying to meet guys at the gym, you're really limiting yourself. Whether you're a bodybuilder or not, you shouldn't just be limiting yourself to the one place.
Yeah, she should go out on like hikes and stuff, or like not just at the gym, but like other places that involves physical activity.
Yes, because she's gonna intimidate guys at the gym because she's such a boss, and she owns a gym or owns a
bodybuilding company.
Yeah, so of course, because most guys at the gym are not at her level, so that's gonna intimidate some people. So she needs to go outside that. Like, go in a nice cocktail dress, go to fucking steakhouses, happy hour, hang out, like go on hikes, steakhouses at happy hour. I'll never stop saying that.
Is this still glitchy, or am I feeling
you're good
horrible?
now.
It's fine right now.
Okay, thank God.
You look like Snow White.
Oh, darling, thank you. Not the
Yeah, I feel
not
like
the
going to sporting games is good. Sporting games. Go to
sporting
games.
games.
Yes, go to sports.
No, that's actually like a good idea. Like if you go to a baseball game and it's like you don't even have to watch
Yeah.
it. You could just go stand like at and like get a beer or get something to
Yes.
drink or get a hot dog.
She needs to go to a pro basketball game because she's 6 foot, she said. And
She
they're
is?
all
Oh,
tall. They'll
yeah.
fall directly in love with her. You
Oh,
never know.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I didn't realize she was a tall.
She's a tall. I watched a little of it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
High
she must
five,
be.
I'll be her teddy bear.
No, look at how far
No.
back she's sitting from the table. It's because everybody's knees are touching. So you see how her and Bella and the Barbie chick are sitting further back. It's because if you push in, like everyone's knees are hitting each other.
Wow. Okay.
Really, I really wish he'd get a new place to do the show at then. Because if there's no room behind that camera either, it's like, what are you doing, man? He's making so much money.
You could get glasses instead of those plastic.
It's all going into
paper
the
cups.
chair fund.
No, you know what? Where he lives, it's probably super expensive in Santa Barbara, and you're not allowed to like say the location, but he's in a nice area, so I think that's probably why.
The
Yeah, but
rent
still,
is
I
too
mean,
damn high.
he's. I mean, I've done the math on like many of the streams I've watched, and I always timestamp whenever there's a super chat that comes in over $100 for the TTS, and he's banking somewhere around like $5,000, upwards of $5,000,
Jesus.
3.5 per stream.
Whew.
You know, so it's like I can't imagine if rent. I mean, New York rent right now, you can get like a 2-bedroom apartment for like $2,700 on the low end in a bad area. You know, so in one stream, he should be covering the overhead of the rent alone. So I don't know what he's paying out his staff that works there. So I don't know. To me, math wise, it's just like I can't understand. Like, get a bigger place.
I know,
or
and
don't have 10 people.
chiropractor is what you're saying. So
Yeah, no, I just think like where he is, it's actually a good spot if you want to host a podcast and not have neighbors that complain. But I gotta go. I'm running the Jack Show. And one of the guys finally showed up. But thanks for
Anna. Love you, Anna. Thanks
Bye.
for stopping by. We're gonna send everyone to the Jack Show after this.
She just teleported out of here. I wish I had sound effects. I would have done the Star Trek teleport sound.
Let me see. Oh wait, that's not the right one. All right, it's my sound machine.
I can't wait for the batteries to die on that, and then you get your stream deck
No,
working.
it's so sad. I love my little sound box.
So then just replace the
Is that what
batteries
we're
when it
calling it
dies.
these days?
This is like you could get this out of a gumball machine.
I want one. Ooh,
It's great.
Okay, let's give up.
I thought that one. Ta-da!
It's really cute.
Yeah, I have my kalimba and everything in the kitchen from the last time I called into Keanu's
Oh, you
stream.
mean one of these?
You mean the Kalimba cast?
444-1214 E-I-E-I-O.
221 E-I-E-I-O.
Honestly, that makes me laugh every time. Just the fact that like the first half of it is the numbers, but like you have the E-I-E-I-O down pat. You don't have to think about it.
It's just some strange thing where it's now I can only think of it as 444-1221 E-I-E-I-O. That's it.
444-1221. Now I want to go get mine.
E-I-E-I-O. This thing is great. Changed my life. I don't sleep anymore because of it. But
Well, I know how to pick the gifts. You either will get an inordinate amount of food, or you'll get something you'll enjoy.
I love it.
I have only 2 settings to gifts. All right, so there's a little bit more about this girl, and then we're gonna skip to this one here.
Control of the situation.
Well,
And so
can you meet someone outside of the gym? Or
I'm
do you,
literally there all the time. I don't go out. I don't do anything.
would you date a guy who like isn't, you know?
Does he have to be a
Doesn't
gym
go to the
guy?
Does he have to be a gym guy?
Does he have to be?
Yeah.
He could be like a dad bod.
I mean, I would prefer it because I'm very
Right.
heavily involved, and I
right,
like,
commonality.
You know.
But you'd be open to dating a guy with a dad bod, for
She's
example.
got a great
I mean, yes,
personality.
I've
Like,
dated blue
what if you
collar
find the
men.
dad bods
Yeah.
are like better for you? Like not maybe the dad bod, but like what they do for you in your life.
I mean,
would you like? But like,
I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm single.
Okay,
I'm
you
open.
had something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I know from myself and the way I look, if I wasn't married, I'd probably be single as well. Because I'm very alpha.
I would date her.
joke like a dude, and
I love her
I have a
shirt.
deeper voice. I was born
I
with this
love
voice,
her.
so I know I get a lot of shit for it, but that's fine.
great.
But I would probably be single just because
make a great
I'm
dominatrix.
alpha
Yeah.
outwards, but I'm submissive to the man I'm with if he has the right energy. So, you know, I feel you on that because I get that a lot on my Instagram and TikTok, you know, that we don't like muscle.
You have something? Go ahead.
Well, and my most recent ex, going into it, he was the alpha. By the end, he was the sub. So
Ooh.
because of my masculine energy, it kind of put him down and he couldn't handle it.
Is that kind of what you just saw as like the end of the relationship? Was kind of that shift?
Yeah, because he couldn't provide for me
The
anymore.
echo
So I
of
was
Anna
financially
just said
providing, I was
gay.
emotionally providing,
He
and I was
is
turned off. I was like, I'm not doing this
gay
anymore.
now that you mention it. Yeah.
So I actually help women to kind of, not kind of, but to learn how to balance those two energies out because it is, I mean, for myself as well, like I was extremely masculine or very independent, very dominant, but I had to learn how to work through it. And it was because I was on survival mode. So I speak on survival mode a lot. And so how you were saying how if you're providing all the time, it's exhausting. And so you really want to look for a man that can lead. And I think all of us are, well, for at least myself, at the time that I was single, I was looking for a man that could lead and make me feel safe because it's so easy for a
At the
woman
time
to
when
be
she
able
was
to
single,
submit to a man when
aka
she feels
1
loved,
year.
safe, protected, and provided for. It's like
Amen.
instinct. But to find a man like that, it can be very challenging. So that's why I'm here and I stepped into the dating market to try to fix it.
Yeah, and then on top of it, like when guys come across girls.
Oh, hold on, just one second.
Oh, yeah.
トレーダードナーティド100ドル、
あー
アイドルクエバスアイド合計フォーメーションドットヒズピアシングガーゼカッツスルーマイソウル
Wow,
ライ
look
ク
at
モ
him
ットナイ
smile
ススル
at
ーバカ
that.
エバーシュー
Love
ツ
it.
アイディスカバードメイソン
He
ラ
is
イゴッ
gay.
トオフバイア
He's so
His
flat.
eyebrows. Did you see his eyebrows? You went,
Oh my God. See, guys who are not gay are not flattered by dudes. You know
They
what I mean?
also don't cut
They're
up
uncom-
their
they're
shirts
made
like that into tank tops.
uncomfortable.
I've seen it
Yeah.
a lot, and it's like, oh, it's a boy band, but it's
Confirmed.
Gay.
Gay.
Yes. Mhm.
I
He's
don't mind
enjoying this male
compliments from a
attention.
dude. I mean, I would feel uncomfortable, but if a dude was like, wow, you're looking really good, like very handsome, like I'd be like, wow, thanks.
That is different than this super chat. I would go gay for if someone super
Oh.
chat this show. Fealty, I'm not gay, but I would go gay for Fealty. His piercing gaze cuts through my soul like a hot knife through butter. Ever since I discovered Fealty, I got off Viagra. Please take the mic with your commanding voice. You'd be like, that's fucking gay.
I'd be like, golly. That's
Yeah,
probably what
you wouldn't be like smiling and winking and raising your eyebrows. It's too
Yeah,
much.
nah. Maybe if I was 50, then yeah. Let me skip ahead. Give me a moment. I'm skipping ahead. We're gonna finally get into the portion of this girl here, of goodness gracious. That's all I can really say is just goodness gracious. All right, so this is the I'm not gonna say what I was calling her in my notes, but we're gonna learn about
We have some
her.
notes here from Kendra. Kendra, adult film star,
Kendra.
guest worker, business consultant. You said you were with your fiance for 4 years, and 3 years in, we both realized you had effed his good friend 10 years prior.
Oh my God. I
What's
forgot
the story there? Was that an issue also for the relationship?
Yeah, it definitely became an issue because going into it, he was already worried that I'd been with his friends. A little bit of a backstory. He's an entertainer, but not in the sex industry. He's an actor, director, filmographer, all that. Cinematographer, sorry. So my clientele, like whether it's BDSM or content creation, they can be his friends. And one day my friend was over and she was talking about wrestling. And he was like, oh, my friend X. I was like, what's his last name? And he said it, and my head just fell. And then he looked at me, he's like, you fucked him, didn't you? I was like, I was fucking him for a good 2 years, honey.
But why would you make it obvious? I would just keep my mouth quiet.
Because I was with him. No, I was about to have a ring on my finger. I was not going to lie to this man. I'm not going to lie to him. If he was going to invite him to our wedding,
No, yeah.
and then he shows up, I'm like, oh, I fucked him.
I
Like his bachelor party. I mean, he's going to find out eventually, so why lie? There's no reason to lie. From the beginning of our relationship, I had no reason to lie to him. So when he found out, he didn't talk to me for a few days, but he, at the end of the day, I didn't know him for 10 years prior. What are you going to do? Be mad at me for something I did 10 years ago? You were married at the time, homie. You were with another woman. So, yeah, I fucked one of his friends.
I don't know if guys like feel that's a bro code,
Well, he
but,
stopped
but
the
it's
friendship.
hard. It's hard to have a bro code when it's like, I mean, when it happens such a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about it as a guy.
It's not my proud moment. Like, if I could go back, I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't know.
I mean, of course, I haven't been in that situation.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
if you would,
Have you been in it with like just kind of having a crush on the same girl as one of your friends, or
Yeah,
kind of
well,
like going for the same
I
girl?
would never, ever date somebody that my friend has dated.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
what if you
another
didn't
thing is-
know? You
If
kind
I
of
didn't-
Yeah, that's the
didn't
thing.
know.
Like, I've
Well,
only
like,
held
At that
hands.
point, how much friends am I with this guy?
Yeah.
That's what I said to
So,
him
like-
because he made it seem such
What-
a big deal, and all these men that he's talking about talk down to him, make fun of him.
that's kinda
Oh,
weird,
I fucked your.
Yeah, I think
wife.
that that's
Like,
what it is. It's more of like them knowing that they know what you look like underneath,
Yeah.
like, you know, while having sex.
And it was already like he wasn't. It's not that he wasn't supportive. He just didn't know how to fully comprehend my job.
'Cause the thing is-
so that was
Well-
already a thing.
I think that like for men, it's really hard for them to even think about us having sex in general with any past partners.
Unless
So-
you're someone who's into that.
Yeah.
Okay, unless that's the
yeah.
case. But when they know that person, wait, what was that?
I mean,
unless they know that person, then it's like now it's like very vivid, and they're like thinking about like you and them together.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
with the women I've dated, I'm extremely like with my wife. Eventually, I'm going to be extremely territorial. So,
Well,
like,
that's
with-
why he was so
with my-
upset.
Yeah, so
which I understand.
Well, it's like I can imagining my woman with another man is just awful. So like I can understand the
He's
aspect
jealous.
of like I know this other guy, and now I have to imagine him with you every time that we're potentially gonna have sex or that we're gonna be together. That's like. For me, I just it's super hard to
Well,
get out of my mind.
and-
And as like I think most
That's
really
the only thing
masculine
that's
men,
hard.
hyper masculine men, that's just kind of the case.
Yeah.
They don't want to share their woman with anybody.
Hyper-masculine.
So-
And he had his friend had a history of fucking everyone else's wife.
Ooh.
So like, so yeah, so my ex was like, dude, you fell for his shit too. Like, kind of like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I was fucking 19 and I was desperate. Like, that's really what it was. I
Wait,
didn't.
I have a totally unrelated question to this.
Yes.
You have a 13 tattoo on your head.
Oh my god, please.
What's that?
Friday the 13th, you get tattoos for $13.
No.
Yeah,
come
so there's one right here. It has the Roman numerals right
Okay,
here.
I was thinking it was.
No, it's not.
I thought that was
It's
some
not.
gang.
Yeah, no, it says KM for my best friend, and then S, and then 13. So people thought I was in a gang called
Yeah, yeah,
MS13.
yeah.
When I went to jail, everyone gave me
Oh,
shit.
like,
Went to jail.
My mom died when I was 14.
We're
You think I
just
don't have trauma
building
and I didn't do
foundation.
shit? Yeah, I went to jail.
Lindsay Lohan style.
Lindsay Lohan style. Different. Everyone's path is different. I did not go to prison. Did not do
So
that.
tell us about. Did you do any dating in jail? How was that?
Every woman wanted to grab my tits.
What the fuck?
I wonder.
Not
Wait,
like it's like
have
that
you
in real life.
Been to jail more than once?
Yeah.
More than
The
once?
amount of days I've done total in my whole life was like 100. I got a DUI, so I did 50 days straight, and then I probation violated, which I had my ex's prescription on me, not in my name, 30 days.
I see. Okay.
So if you know, when I tell it, it's like, oh, you wish it was harder. I do. Usually I do.
I wish it was hard.
Okay. All right.
I want to earn my credit.
We have actually a couple of your tweets that we found.
We're building up
Where I was
to the
diagnosed.
craziness. now.
Diagnosed with what?
BPD.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We're gonna pull them up.
find out.
We're gonna pull them up. There's a couple. I think there's just 5. So go ahead, Nick. What do we got here? Nick, can you make it a little bigger, please? Little bigger. Kendra Lee, who in the actual fuck is this person? Do they realize they are openly saying I'm a virgin and I refuse to admit, or I am repulsive but I'm trying to get beta ducks to like me?
Fucks.
Thank God for Drew. Oh God, this girl. Okay.
I'm not on her side anymore, by the way.
I don't like. She made a hit piece on us. Sort of. Keeping that, she talks shit. Keeping
course.
us women reminded men like you are balding and alone. Wow. Okay, you went in on the balding thing. Next tab though. What's the next one? Wait, did you just double twice? What happened?
He scrolled
I think
down.
it just got bigger. Just go back. Wait.
That's what she said.
Nick scrolled down. That's all he did.
Can you go
How
forward?
dare
Next
you,
tab?
Nick?
I mean, Mike's
Doesn't matter if you're skinny. Men use the term fat to bring down any woman because it's an insult to them. Once we stop letting the word fat come off it so negatively, they can't use it against us. But hold on, you just talked
I
about
take the power-
balding.
Oh yeah. Why not? You're gonna attack me for being fat. I'm gonna attack your hairline.
Well, was that what happened? 'Cause
Yeah.
that- no, it
I was
looks-
being attacked in that thread. Holly was
Hurt
there.
people.
I was like,
Yeah,
on
so
top,
she's
yeah.
getting attacked in the thread, and then everyone made it a weight topic, and
okay.
then it just kind of digressed from
So
there.
if you're gonna,
yeah.
I don't ever fire first. If you fire at me,
Okay.
I'm going to verbally hurt.
Oh, I didn't know.
Crap out of you.
I didn't know that was.
Well,
there.
that's a part of the problem we have with plastic surgery. Like,
Yeah.
if this happens the whole time, you know,
Then
I was
the
looking
game
into
started,
doctors
like-
after all that happened.
insecurities.
Okay. All right. Next.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I have sex with men for money and I get all my wait. Hold,
What? I'm a
Kendra,
porn star.
I have sex with men for money and I get all my bills paid for me and my life partner, including a beautiful home and cars. Sucks they lost everything. She should F someone richer like I did. Oh,
What?
wait, but when you say you have sex with men for money, are you talking about?
I'm a
porn?
porn star.
No, but you also did say you had sugar daddy, so maybe that's what
Oh
you're
yeah, we
referring
could talk
to.
about sugar
I mean, yeah, they did buy my car, so or he bought my car, so.
Brian doesn't know how to pull up tweets. It's like you
all
gotta
right.
show what she's
Somebody- you
replying
had a sugar daddy buy you a car? Wait, okay, let's We'll come. There's 2 more tweets. We'll come back to those.
Okay, and now we're gonna skip ahead to the other tweets because they talk about sugar daddies for a while, and it doesn't have anything to do with what we're trying to convey here about this person. So she's a little wild one, right? Like, nothing too bad so far.
She's sassy.
I think it's a bit gauche to brag about how much of your life is paid for.
Mm-hmm. Well, she
find
does.
that untoward.
Yeah, she said she makes over 6 figures a year just from her sugar daddies alone when they were
Wow.
talking about it. Yeah, it's it is what it is. But we're moving on into some more of her tweets here.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the tweets. We got some more tweets here from our friend Kendra. We got some tweets.
You're
Kendra,
way too interesting.
I'm not exploited. I'm not trafficked by men. I actually get paid to beat men up, take their money, and remind them how worthless they are. I don't cater to men to cater to me. And if you are a S worker, you know that. Hold on. You get paid to beat men up and take their money and remind them how worthless they are. What's going on there?
So fun. I was on another really big YouTube channel about this actually.
Okay.
About my domination. Like I have,
Is it FinDom? Is that what it's called?
I mean, you could put that in my category, but I'm more of a domestic.
Terrorist.
Depending on what we're talking
Wow,
about.
Brian,
Domesticated.
That was so funny. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard him say.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of him.
Good for you, Brian.
Like some podcast quickness.
He's learning.
Wow.
He's growing.
He is.
He's a real boy.
Yes.
That.
It's because he massaged his back for a while.
Yes. Now he's all loose and ready.
Now he's feeling loose.
Yep. Prostate massage.
Mistress, meaning I like my domesticated subs or slaves.
Okay.
So I want them to clean my house, walk my dogs, do my errands, take my car out for a wash.
And you don't have sex with them, correct?
Oh God, no, they're pathetic.
But where are the women that will do all this shit for me?
An escort, go find her.
No, but I don't.
Yeah.
But they're paying you.
But he wants to get paid.
I want to get paid.
You can be an
I want,
escort.
yes, I want just swaths of women who want to pay me to. I will
life.
give them the privilege.
Pet life.
I will
You
give them
won't
the
even
privilege
pay for their
of
dinner,
cleaning my
Brian.
toilet.
Yeah, I'm sure there was
I'm a
some. I'm
gentleman.
sure
I'm a
there
gentleman.
is 19-year-old woman waiting just for that
Yeah, there's
feed.
a lot of those.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
highly doubt.
Yeah.
No,
You just said it. You just said it.
Said what?
You said that there's a lot of 19 to 20-year-old
Wait,
women that
what?
are ready to date older men because they're more mature and
No,
they
to
have a better
date.
mindset.
No, to date. I'm saying like, you have no romantic or sexual interest in these men.
No, God, no.
Right.
This is when my mom would say, hombres les gustan la mala vida, les gustan sufrir.
Yeah.
Which is basically saying, like, just men, there's some men that like to suffer.
Yeah,
like,
Oh shit. Okay.
They're
Interesting.
Why did Spanish people turn out?
Yes.
They're masochists and sadists.
and it's really
Sadistic
and
masochists.
it's a really sad thing. Like, I mean, personally for me, like, where are they like mentally? Like, this is really sad. But
I mean, I do know one of my sugar daddies who is also a sub of mine. He had an upbringing with an older woman who abused him, but she abused him domination-wise. So that's why he comes from that fetish, because he feels like he can somehow get the power back, even though he's submitting.
It's like 50 Shades
don't
of
ask.
Grey.
Don't ask. If you're a sub or you're in the industry, you already know what I mean by this.
Degenerate.
It is. It's like
Where'd you get fucked?
I think boredom also. I think.
Wait, you pulled up the chat. I wasn't sure if you wanted to talk about it.
No, I just think it's true.
Okay.
Boredom.
No, and I'll tell you why. So I have a guy, I can't say his name on here because like
Say his
I
name.
grew
Just
up
say
with
his name.
no,
Say his name. Say
we
his name.
grew up together.
Yeah,
we
I
grew
know.
up together, and this kid is from like a very wealthy family. And we're the same age. It's not like a weird sugar baby thing. It's just like I know him.
Kanye?
And I didn't
Will
when we were,
Ferrell?
like originally in school. I didn't take him for being a sub, but now that we've gotten older and like got back in touch, he's like, oh my god, I like want you to like yell at me, and I want you to like do all this like degrading stuff to him. And I really didn't like take him as that kind of guy. But I can tell you, this guy has probably only yes men around him.
Yeah.
And his life is probably very one-noted and kind of like, good idea, sir. That sounds great, sir. And he's like zero variety from that. And I think that sometimes these rabbit holes are like, wow, that's the one thing in my life that I don't have.
I mean, I have heard
You know,
of that.
like,
Is
yeah.
like these
I
men.
mean, Jordan
who are-
Belfort, he was open with it.
He liked both though. Like, and a lot of the times it's not like they just like one, right? They're like,
Street.
hey, I'm having a day where I want to feel this way. Hey, I'm having a day where I want to be with my wife, right? Like, it's like you're not like.
I was gonna say, like, maybe just get a Latina. Like how you guys
Wait,
made the
what?
Latina movie.
Oh yeah, because the Latinas are spicy. They're good.
Spicy
They're
Latina.
Oh, the bowing video. Hold on. No.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, get yourself an Asian woman.
Oh yeah, Brian's gonna pull up the
oh
bow
boy, Brian.
video. We're skipping. We've seen his bow shtick enough, so we're skipping on to the next section of tweeties from our favorite girl, Kendra, because now I've remembered her name. Get ready. Here we go now. This is where We're about to leave reasonableness.
It's kind of going to be ironic since you have that.
Oh, shit.
Here we
I say
go.
a lot of stuff.
All right, pull it up. Uh-oh, here we go. Kendra, white people don't have culture. OMG, haha. I can't right now. White people literally stole everything from someone of color to adapt to them. Stop, racist. Stop. Next tweet.
Oh, no, I don't
okay.
like her
It's not
anymore.
racist for black women to humiliate white men. God, you people need a brain.
I still stand by that too.
You stand by that?
Absolutely. It's called reparations for your ancestors, motherfuckers.
Oh,
That's how I feel.
Yeah. How do you feel now?
Her whole pussy is reparations. You know what I mean? Like her whole sex life.
And this is why I said at the start of the stream, like, I know she's friends with Holly, you're friends with Holly, and I'm not really trying to talk poop about, like, a friend of a friend here, but I think that was repugnant. That was a repugnant thing to say, So, just saying.
Yuck. You know what it is? It's like, I'm all for, like, accepting her life choices, but when she says shit like that, like people deserve reparations, it's like, oh man, you're so stupid. Okay. I could have liked your personality a little bit, and now it's like, ugh, you're dumb.
Yep, and it's only gonna get worse. Here we go.
I don't know if I want to make this conversation about.
I'm also not fully white, so I will put that out there. I'm half Mexican.
Can you scoot the mic that way a little bit?
Half
Wait, it's
Mexican.
okay.
I'm half burrito.
White people don't have culture?
They've stolen everything from another culture, so yes. Maybe Britain, but America, no. We've stolen it from everybody else.
What about Europe?
I just, okay.
What about Europe?
I meant Britain, Europe.
White.
Sorry.
No, Europe because they're all white people.
I'm talking about America.
Well, are
Europeans are
Polish,
white,
do
are
you
they
consider
not?
Polish people white?
I'm Polish. I'm talking about America. Maybe I should have specified in my
No,
tweet.
but you said white.
Maybe I should have specified it in my tweet.
But so white people in America came from various European countries, some of which, for example, some of their
And who was
Polish
here first,
immigrants.
though? Who was here first?
The Native Americans?
Exactly.
Wait, so what do you...
So by that logic,
stole
you say-
their land and created our
Oh. Okay, keep going.
Okay. It's rough, right?
Culture out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, what are we talking
That's
about?
what happens everywhere. That's
I
happens
mean,
everywhere.
that's just
So
And
then
we're so
I'm
mixed
commenting on
here.
that. That's.
But we're... Okay, you said white people don't have culture.
I believe in that still.
What does that mean?
That's my opinion.
Okay, listen.
So are you talking about cultural
Is
appropriation?
it NASCAR
Is that what you're
culture?
talking about, kind of,
I'm
or-
talking about
Right, what
that.
about
I'm
hot
also a
dogs,
directed tweet
beer?
at somebody again.
Yeah,
Paying for
baseball.
groceries, paying for things at Target.
I know.
Coleslaw. That's all our culture.
Pumpkin
Taxes.
spice lattes culture.
Yes. Lacrosse.
Yeah. Plenty of white things, lame as they are, but come on.
Going to college.
But I mean, it's also like saying, like, okay, Italy wasn't a country with culture. Spain,
Right.
people from Spain look very white. You would not
They
know
do.
who they
España.
are. It's really like go all around Europe. England was once Rome at one point. The vast histories of England, Ireland, Scotland. Even her good friend who's sitting 2 people away from her, isn't she from a very white country that has their own culture leading back to the Viking Age? People able to span oceans. They're suspected of being they came to the U.S. before Christopher Columbus, apparently. But no
British
culture.
is canned fish, Norwegian, right?
Yes, sardines.
Culture. Yes.
Dried fish.
I mean, Christmas, Halloween,
Saga.
like, Easter, 3 giant holidays of the year that are
Yeah,
the biggest
having a-
holidays in the world,
Having our fathers around is part of our culture.
That ain't right.
Yeah. But it's just okay to say because, she's half Mexican, people. So the other half, though, Polish, who also don't have any culture, no pierogies or anything, or, standing up to the Germans with horses.
Right. To be human is to have a culture. I mean, no matter what you are, you have a culture. So
right.
I don't really understand that. Makes no sense. But
yeah. Let's listen to more of her.
It's not something I just fucking thought of.
No, but you say you still stand by
Yes,
it.
because it was a person who was sitting there calling me racist, going off on me with a bunch of slander.
Racist
all of
for,
those
for what? What
because
did you say?
apparently I'm racist.
For what? What did you say?
I don't know. I'd love to know that answer.
Well, probably that statement in and of itself.
White people don't have culture.
That's literally for white. That's
Very
against white people. If that's
defensive.
racist, then they can get fucked. Like,
Well, it is.
stop being
It
so
raises
It
sensitive.
is racist. It's racist to white people. Like,
Good.
it
Hope
doesn't-
it is.
You hope that it's
Yes, I don't care.
About
People are so
racism?
goddamn sensitive nowadays. Get over it.
Okay, so would it
Oh,
be
okay,
okay
so
for
I got it.
so would it be okay to start talking about like Spanish people or calling Mexicans like certain names or calling black people like?
Are you- if you're
just
Spanish
because-
and you're doing it,
I
that's
just
your
don't. I
prerogative.
don't like the double standard of like.
I'm not saying
that
there's a double
you could be racist to white people, but you can't be racist to black people. I think that that's very like.
She's right.
Double standard.
Yeah, she's right.
She's right in your opinion. So to my opinion,
I'm right
racist
in
for
anybody's opinion. Like
That you
That's
see as a
fine. This is
different
my
person.
opinion. I'm standing by it. Nothing you guys say we're gonna
So you
change
think
it.
white people don't have a right to be respected?
I think. Did I say that? Did I
your
say that? No, no, no. Did I
your
say that?
comment is
No, no, no.
very
Did I say
racist.
that?
Listen, I'm not
Oh,
white,
God.
and I'm like.
And I'm not white either.
I'm super Latina. I mean, you're not Latina.
I'm not
sorry.
full white. My last name's Alvarez.
Yeah, but you're not. You don't
You don't
have the
know my
culture
dad?
either. It doesn't matter.
Excuse me, my last name is Alvarez.
My
I just
last
want to
name
say.
is
That could have been a
Alvarez.
married name. That could have been a changed name. Yeah. She's not Spanish presenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just Spanish identifying for the means of her statement
She
online.
hasn't said pero like even once. So
Yeah. She should wrap herself in a giant tortilla like the Latina next to her if she wanted
Right.
to present, Latina.
Well, I like too that though this girl from New York who buys properties for a living, not rich at all. She comes in there with like Latina,
yeah.
Like,
This 100% this.
Well, that's her culture. That's her white culture. Her modern age white culture is to hate thyself. You know?
Trailer presenting.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. All right. There's a little more of racism here.
But you don't walk around with the culture either.
You don't know what I do outside of here, chick. You don't know me.
I'm
You have
sorry.
no
but
idea
it's
who
just-
I am.
This is the thing, though, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
You
I think
are.
your comment
You don't
is
know
very
me.
disrespectful. But
She's
there's white people here on this table.
And did I direct that at any one of these
but you
people?
want to say,
No.
I stand by it.
Yes,
That's
because that
disrespectful. America has its own culture.
Cool.
We
Good for
have
them.
our own culture.
Good for them.
We're all mixed.
Again, this was not directed to any of this table. It was directed to a person who was already attacking me.
No, but you said you stand by the statement on its
Yeah.
own.
We're gonna keep doing this circle because I don't have to. I'm gonna keep my answer the same. It's not gonna change. You guys can keep saying what
She's
you want.
so
it's not gonna change.
defensive.
But can you
I just
explain
object
why?
She
as a
made
white
the circle.
person, as the
Capable of having a
representative of the
conversation.
white.
Yeah.
This really, and it was a really fun, like lighthearted episode until this happened. I never saw it before. I'm like, they were having a good time.
Yeah. Well, they were talking
She is-
about,
If she knew she was right and could back up what she's saying, she would not be this defensive.
I hate the phrase, I don't care. Well, I don't care. I don't care. Well, all right.
If you're
You
talking
say you
about
don't
it,
care
you
when you
care.
can't back up your argument, then.
You know the
Well, her
things I
problem-
don't care about because I don't talk about those things.
See, I think this is the situation where I think the people she's around usually are her friends and people who think like her. So she's said this so many times around them, and they're just like, whatever, I don't feel like arguing with you or whatnot. Or they don't care or they agree. And now she said it, I mean, because she very strongly was like, I stand by that statement still. She wasn't saying at the start of this whole thing, like, oh, I was really just replying to someone. I said something angrily. And
Right.
I just went hard at it. No, that's what she thinks. That's
Yep.
inside her mind. Like, white people have stolen culture. Like, they steal everything. They're
You know
horrible.
why? Because that gets her a street cred with the types of people she hangs out with. Because they are all also saying that, and she all hangs out in a crew of people who never have to explain their position. It's just like, yeah, we're all on board. We hate white people. Great. What's for dinner? Probably fried chicken.
No, tamales. Oh my God.
She likes the quesadillas, I bet. So let's hear more racism.
The white
I
delegation.
object to the assertion that white people don't have culture. In fact, I think white people have created a great many things.
Like country music. Like I
But
don't know.
I would
There's
like
just
to
so
know-
many things that are beautiful.
It
about
originated from
marriage.
black people.
The
It originated from
polka.
black people.
I would like to know why I think that.
Nice try.
Yeah, vodka.
Well, okay.
yeah.
Well, there's a medium here. So because this is gonna be so bad, but one of the reasons why I decided to marry like a white guy, a country man, was
Oh, boy.
because of the I guess
I
quote
wanted
unquote I could
those
see
to
like the
be
no
paid.
culture thing because my cultures have, and I'm not saying that I'm against my culture at all, but I think that part of the white culture is to be more progressive, more open-minded, more understanding, more open, and I loved that openness so much because in my culture you see that there's already so many roles being played, and I love my culture. I'm not saying that, but I wouldn't want to marry into it and that's why I married a more accepting country, more, with the American beliefs, because my husband does have, this American belief system of the land of the free, whatnot. And that's something that I wanted to go into instead of, my original Mexican culture. So I do agree in a way that no culture could be its own culture of openness, of open-mindedness, and maybe, and this could just be from my own personal beliefs of what I've seen with like white men, that they tend to be so, well, with my experiences, they're like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing that you have parties so often, that you guys have posadas, that you guys have like this tradition. And I love that because within when I was dating my own race, it was like expected. The woman had to do all these things and it's an expectation.
I think that's a great point to make. I think America is such a good place to live because it brings all of those people of tons of different races and says, you have something to contribute to this great experiment. I want to be able to appreciate Asian cultures. I want to be able to appreciate African cultures. I want to be able to appreciate Latin American cultures. And I want to adopt the things I enjoy about all of those. And I can bring it into my own. And then I can express that in my own unique way and show that I am a unique individual. And I think that's something that has only been promoted in this country. And I think that's one of the many things that makes America the greatest country on earth.
Yeah, because
I think also I'm from Poland and I was raised super
She just
Catholic.
said she doesn't agree with
my
that,
parents,
by the way.
My mom was a
Then
helicopter
leave.
parent.
Then
which
you know
is
what?
Not good for me.
Reject all
but I
of the
think a
white
lot of-
customers that you have. Reject all of the white people spending money on you, paying for your bills. Don't take another cent from another white person if that's how you feel.
And no one on the panel is like agreeing with her. I'm not trying to talk poop
She just
between
dug a hole.
Yeah, she really she stepped in it and she's continuing to step in it. Like she's digging it deeper and then peeing in it at the same time. Now let's learn
This
from
comes from
this girl.
a lot of countries. I know Mexico, for example, Catholic there as well. So I think when you brought up Catholic, that is also why you kind of want to get out of it, because my mom and my grandparents were so strict. I was beat. Like my mom would beat the living shit out of me because that's part of the culture. So
Okay, and then they changed topics a little bit here, so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit because this
Her mom would beat her up.
We're 11:50.
It was just getting good.
Yeah, that's why I'm skipping ahead, because they start talking about something else for a bit here, and then they come back to it here.
Just trying to get a little more understanding explanation of the whole white people. You don't date white people because you don't agree with white culture, and that you don't like that you were born here in the U.S. or something.
It's not necessarily I don't like it, is that I don't want.
Which country would you rather be in?
I don't. Okay, hold on.
sure.
Let me get this clear.
Okay.
Because I had.
Dark Knight donated $99. I can only imagine how poorly she treated her man. Gnarly Quinn is ugly inside and out. I hope she finds.
Wow.
I had not seen this episode. I did not know that they also called her that. That's funny. That's great.
I didn't realize that was said in the super chat. I have it written down that this is where the super chats start to insult her.
It's an easy thing.
Yeah. It makes sense though.
Peace one day.
You have awoken their wrath, it seems.
Yeah, I must have hurt someone.
The flames. Who hurt you?
Oh, you guys keep talking shit.
Okay, go ahead with your point.
What were you asking me?
Okay, well, you said you don't date white people because you don't agree with white culture, and also I don't want to misquote you, but you said you kind of sounded like you were displeased that you were born in the U.S.
So this is the thing. I have to take my time to talk.
Sure.
These are very
That's
old
stupid.
tweets, and by old I mean a few months ago before I was
Okay,
diagnosed.
they're old, but it's
My
not, you
point
said you stand
is,
by them.
yes. So hold
She's gonna make this a mental illness thing.
Yes, well, she's clearly mentally ill, I guess, but
Because she can't back up
Yeah.
what she says.
it's not an
I think
excuse
she
to
said-
be stupid and an asshole, I guess, but whatever her experience is, I suppose,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does bring it up earlier that she might be BPD or whatnot. It might come up later though. It's a little more.
Let me know when I can talk.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're good. Go ahead.
My point being is right now, I am not happy with the way America is. I'm not happy being here. I don't know what other country I want to
Then
go to. I've looked into a few.
leave.
My
She's
point being is
making
I don't like the
money,
way the
and
men
it
are being raised here that
seems to
come
be
to me and that
happy.
I
I
go
don't
to also. The ones who I've
understand.
dated,
So
the ones I've
privileged.
pursued, I don't like it. That's my preference. If I could
you don't-
move, if I could move to Canada or somewhere that's safer where I do
You
my homework and I
can.
know I want to go there,
Canada's a failed
absolutely.
society.
And I'm trying to.
Canada's a failed society.
Canada is wild.
By far worse.
Canada's a big L. But where would
She hasn't lived
I mean, if
anywhere
you
else.
don't like it here, you could leave, right?
Yeah,
You
that's
could-
my plan.
you
Once
could-
I have all my money saved up and I
You
have
said you
my
make
plan.
6 figures a year without lifting a finger, just from
Yes,
that one
I
source
take care of my
revenue.
family. I have a house. I have a lot of things in my life. I have to make that money to live up to my standards.
Oh.
She could sell her house.
You guys
She
come in.
could sell her cars. She could move her whole family to another country. It's excuses.
Yeah. Excuses to be racist.
Sad thing about life today is there are men out there giving those 304 money every month. You can lose all the weight you think you need to. You're an awful person on the inside. You should leave US.
You're literally the only person to ever call me a bad person in my life.
Yeah, she's not a bad person.
In my life, I
gotta step in. Like, she's really not a bad person, guys.
I'm not going to sit here and say what I do in my free time, but what I do is not what bad fucking people do.
Yeah,
and it
she's
has
not
nothing to do with charity work and shit like that. So go ahead and fuck yourself.
Wait,
You probably don't do a
chari-
quarter of what I do.
Charity work? What do you mean?
No, I said I'm not going to talk about charity work and shit like that. Other
'Cause,
things I,
mean,
do.
Pablo Escobar, I mean, he was very...
He's a philanthropist.
Oh my god, I can't. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with
Kept a
that.
lot
The
of
things I
people speed it
do.
up.
Let's start with you, and then you go ahead. So go ahead with your...
Well, first of all, I wanted to know more why you think that, because like America is multinationality country, and you mentioned that your relatives from Scotland and Ireland. Do you realize that also that those are white people?
Yes.
Like you can say
Still
like
out of America. Again, I meant when I said that originally, it was America.
okay, but America, it's internationality country. Like I'm from Ukraine, she's from Poland, she's Jewish, my family is Jewish. Like
My
she's
mom's side is
Latina,
Jewish.
she's Latina. I mean, America, it's like mixed. There are so many French, there are so many German, there are so many people. You
I know,
can
I'm
say-
one of them, and I don't want to date somebody in my bracket.
Yeah, but
Why
they're so different. So there's white Italian, there's white
Yes.
Irish, there's white Germans, and they
Hello.
all have their own culture still within the U.S.
Well,
These
especially
Jewish
for us
people
with
did too.
Poland, my family immigrated from Poland, but like our
Yeah.
families are very different, and
Yeah.
it's like they did. I mean,
I
her
think
mom's
everyone
not
has
trying
their
to
own
marry her off to
culture.
Alden, like a weird ass.
Yeah, it's a different culture, religion. But what I want to say is like there is no country in the world, and I've traveled all over Europe. I was born in Poland. I lived in Poland. I lived in Sweden.
I have
I've
this as a
been
patriotic
all over
part.
Europe. I've been around the world. There is no country in the world that lets you do what you can do, that you can do here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you move to Sweden, making money the way we're making money, forget it. They will take half of your
So
income,
dumb.
64%
Wow.
taxes.
That's ridiculous.
Straight up.
They do give you universal healthcare, but they take
But
a
it's shit.
lot, and it's
It's
shit.
shit. My
And no,
dad
and everyone
died
travels
because
to
of it.
Norway to
Yeah.
get healthcare
And
and
work.
pay for healthcare in Norway.
So,
Yeah, it's
you know,
not- yeah.
it is.
People-
It is.
I heard that.
I mean, I understand.
Wait, who's the
Oh,
white
look at his
Germans?
hat. Oh.
No, nobody ever mentions the white Germans. They said, "Oh, white Irish, white Italian, Jewish." Just glossed over my people.
White, I'm white German,
Yeah.
which just means quite German.
It's redundant. No.
That woman in the Ukrainian woman, I think, with the sweater on is so beautiful. My God.
She is. She has like no makeup
Holy
on.
moly.
She's like figure skater hot.
Yes, she is.
I will say this is a very unfortunate pause, though, of her face right now.
Yes, but even when she's making a stank face on accident, pause. She's still
There's
beautiful.
no way you can pause it to make that guy look straight.
No, he put an America hat on to he's like, see, I'm a patriot in a tank top. It's fine.
Is his hands like extra white compared to his body?
Yes,
Or is that me?
He's that type of gay that's
Maybe he's
so
a
fit.
self-tanner.
There's no way he's straight. Yeah,
All
Yeah,
right,
he
let's
dabbles in tanner.
yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's hear a little bit more love for the
America is maybe not great. Like there are things happening that are maybe not super great, but you know what? We're a huge
I like
country,
how I said
and
let's hear
the-
love about the
we're
country,
mixed,
and she's
I
saying it's
think
not
if we
great.
just, work together, it can be good. And the bad things that are happening right now, yes, they're maybe not super great, but you know what? I still love it here, and I'm so grateful that I had the chance and that America told me that yes, you can stay here and work here, because the people I have met here are the most amazing people and most amazing friends and family that I could ever wish for. So
Also, I mean,
I'm so sorry. I just got very emotional. So yeah, I'm just grateful to be here.
Where's the Team America World Police
So
button?
I think the reason why it's so pressing and why a lot of people get so like frustrated, I think us who like to live in America, who love to live in America, is because we're seeing social media pull us apart.
Yeah.
When in reality, we agree on the fact that we've seen, I guess, both sides of the coin of like what the consequences of living in a third world country. And when you come to America, it's like fresh air, a breath of fresh air. We used to joke about this, but I think it makes sense now. Whenever we would cross like from TJ to the United States, you could tell immediately, like just on the roads, like it's all rocky and like bumpy and scary, and then you just like cross the border and it's like
Grid One Motorsports donated $100. Skeeling me, your wallet is not that big. Keep selling that fatback and you might get there before you run out of people who will buy it. I retired at 45 and paid 6 figures in taxes. You're welcome.
Sweetheart, do I need to fuck your dad and give him a child he actually loves?
Woof!
I will. I'll do it.
I wish that was.
I just want to point out, Grid, one.
That's like such a. I've heard that 100 times.
Yeah.
Uh.
All right, we can skip ahead a little bit. There's just more love about the country there, but we'll skip ahead here a little bit. Hope no one gets mad at me in the comments on that one. 21-24. All right. A little bit more racism.
That garbage hand in pretty much any other country in the world,
to say that
you
too, yeah.
are stuck there for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
I know
You're
many,
right.
many families that my family personally knows that they are stuck in their garbage life until they die, and until their kids die, and their kids die, and their kids die. Until the king of that country is no longer there.
Yeah, in Sweden, when you get a job, when you get that job, that's where you work until they carry you out in a body bag. The end.
Well, I guess you don't have a war here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we kind of are
The
funding
point
the
is
war
that
over
there's
there,
a
but-
lot of opportunity in this country. I just have to say there's a lot of opportunity in this country that a lot of people wish they had that we're not taking advantage of. So don't victimize yourself. That's it.
I'm not. Never was. I'm very proud of my accomplishments.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not bashing you. I'm talking about America in general. They don't understand.
No, that's why.
Well, you took it that way, but I wasn't talking to you. I was
I
saying
should have said I'm
Americans in
apologizing.
general.
I'm sorry I took it that way. I saw and I felt that way.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you felt like that.
Chick's a MILF.
Sorry. I didn't mean to press that button.
It's the perfect.
I'm sorry.
He's got his ice
You
pack
ain't lying though.
Oh, thank
You ain't lying though. She's hot.
Oh. Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Okay.
You are.
I
though.
did, yeah.
Very pretty.
Okay, let's pull up Twitch. Then we need to get two things out of the way. Then we have some videos from Carla here, and then your husband's gonna join us here in just a sec.
All right, now we're gonna skip ahead because they went into the second girl. She's a shrink, but she's a eugenicist. That's that sums it up.
What does that mean?
She believes
shrink?
that the second girl, the relationship therapist girl.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she basically believes that if you're poor, you shouldn't be allowed to date and you shouldn't be allowed to have children. Apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Good
But
luck
it takes-
stopping that. Yeah.
Shouldn't have children, maybe, but
Yeah, like she tries to walk it back a little bit, but she's like a published like news person and stuff, and it's like 40 minutes of
Oh,
just
boy.
lunacy. Like I can understand in some part, like, okay, look, if you can't really afford a child, instead of getting on like the government's money and the welfare and everything, like maybe be a little bit more responsible before you make the child. But
Right.
at the same time, it's kind of like, they try and make it out like children are really crazy expensive. Like you need to be making like 6 figures, and that's also not true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's got to be really expensive to have a kid, but you do need to be financially stable, but you can't stop people from fucking, I guess.
It also depends where you live. And
Yeah.
there's also a lot of folks who wait too long to have kids, and then they don't have as many because they think. I mean, I think poor people are having more kids than very well off people, generally
Yeah.
speaking.
I think in many ways it's also like a Plinko chip, like the Plinko chips where they send the little chip down like all those nails and
Yes,
it's bouncing off the
Plinko.
nails. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a little bit like that because I mean I think about my childhood. I didn't have parents that were like really paying attention to anything we were doing. Like until a report card showed up, they weren't asking me about school and stuff like that. Like we were like you say, latchkey kids, my brother and I. Like there was no raising, my brother raised me more than probably my parents did in many ways, so it's like, who knows? Like you can have parents who don't really raise you, and then I think you can end up well. You can have parents who didn't care about you, who were poor, you can end up well. And you can have rich parents who completely don't care about you and send you off to military school, and you can end up well or bad. Like, so that's why I was like,
you're the nicest dude ever, Fealty. I mean, you seem like you were raised right and you weren't raised. So Really, we're all shades of gray here.
Yeah. I mean, it was Italian family. We did have family outings and stuff growing up, but it wasn't like my parents were never really like, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or this is how you do X, Y, and Z thing. Like my mom, she was the scoutmaster of the Cub Scouts. So
Aw.
yeah, like
A
going
Cub
to,
mom.
it's nice, but going to events, it was more so she's taking care of the event and not like, oh, my mom's at the Pinewood Derby with me or my mom's camping with me. She's like, no, my
Pinewood
mom's
Derby.
handling this
I
whole
remember
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Aw.
So I think that's also why I grew up to be like, if I'm at an event or something, I'd rather be there working and be the first one there, the last one to leave, because growing up, that's all it was. We were the first one to all the scout events and everything and last to leave. But so that's why I was like, I don't think we really need to cover her eugenicism. Besides, we have a little bit more of I'm not gonna say
I
what I
don't
was
know.
calling
I
her in
think
my notes.
I think imploring people to make fiscally responsible decisions as far as reproducing go isn't necessarily make you a eugenicist. She's not unless she's saying certain races and ethnicities should not breed.
No, she wasn't saying races. It was more so if you're poor, you shouldn't date and you shouldn't have children.
Date is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We all need a little comfort boning. My God, especially if you can't pay your bills, why not just bone? But have maybe take the proper precautions and
pull out.
I don't think anybody necessarily wants to have a kid if they're financially unstable, but you either then have an abortion or you work with
I would
it and
say
make it work. I don't
it's
know.
more important to have a kid and be married than it is to have kids and be rich.
And ideally both is great, but
in a perfect world.
Yeah, I just think that nowadays it's more so people don't I think the world is so messed up, so children have many more things capable of tainting them. They're going to go to school and they're going to be learning about crazy things. They're going to watch, if they're going with TikTok algorithms, they're going to be seeing really things that they're not reality anymore.
Yeah.
There's
trying to
no
give little
truth to
boys
it.
manicures in kindergarten, stuff like
I want to
that.
go through some of these super chats before I forget.
Oh, we have
Russell
some?
Hall. I bet the Virgin guy is just lying about it. Probably. Patrick T, who won Untoward Tuesday.
Patrick T, I thought about this today, and because you called in so fast and I really did, because you called in so fast and you really wanted to get on the board. I like enthusiasm. Patrick T, you are the winner, and I did choose that today when I was lying.
Oh, wow.
Patrick
Congrats,
T,
Patrick T.
congratulations. There you go.
You get a sound effect from me, Patrick T.
Yes, your toilet bowl blood poop story. It really
Patrick T, I'm not sold on the bangs, Anna. I will let her know. Pale Eyes, Tank Top Dude is just waiting for marriage because he has Jesus in him. Jesus is the guy he met under an overpass.
That's Jesus.
Jesus. Strange Lunatic Car Girl wants to get married. Camelot does not. True. That's an important difference. Timothy Hallback. Here's a bag of dicks. Hey, Patrick, it's all for you. Bone appetite. Anna the bangs are super cute.
Oh.
Sergey, I love how you guys slowly discovering the red pill. Next thing you know, Chrissy and Pearl are BFFs and go shopping together. I would love to be BFFs with Pearl still. I can change her, I think.
Dance.
I think it's gonna happen. I think you're both gonna meet. Maybe. Is she in Florida now?
London.
Oh, she's still in London. I know she was planning on moving.
Really?
Back when I used to watch. Yeah, she was planning on moving back to the U.S. She was gonna move her whole operation here, and I thought it was supposedly to be to Florida, but that was over a year ago that I heard that. So I guess not.
Well,
all right, but yeah, let's watch this. There's not much left. All right,
For me, I'm fat.
Bring the husband up? I think we should bring the husband.
Yes. He's been waiting.
He's so excited.
Wait, patiently
He's,
waiting.
he's such a big fan.
We need to pull up another chair.
Bring it back
and
the
then I think maybe what we do is if you
husband
scoot
here.
over
Is that
that
the
way,
right
and then we'll
spot?
just put the chair right next to her.
Yeah, my legs are already.
I don't think I went to the right spot. My bad. I think I'm too early here. 51:48. Oh, I went too late. Sorry.
Is for directly for the woman saying broke men should not have children. Is it okay for somebody to say that
Oh.
overweight women should not have children?
So typically, women should get slightly more, like 20 pounds more overweight to have children.
Yeah.
And, okay,
That's not even an
can I
argument.
speak on this since I am an overweight woman?
That's not an argument.
It's not like for me, like I should probably get a little bit healthier if I was to have a kid because I wasn't that healthy. I wasn't eating correctly. I was not taking care of my body. So if I'm gonna put a life in my body, I should probably know what I'm eating and putting into them. So with that said, I might be overweight, but I could be eating really healthy. So it just depends on your definition of overweight.
What do you mean?
Like right now, for instance, I'm still overweight, but I don't eat carbs, I don't eat sugars, I don't eat anything processed.
Okay.
So if
What
I
do
was to
you
get
eat?
pregnant right now, which will never happen, if I was to get pregnant,
Okay.
my child would be really well fed and really well hydrated and taken care of by my nourishment skills.
All right. Okay.
But I'm
Nourishment
overweight, I'm
skills.
fat.
I'm not fat. I just have nourishment skills.
Yes, you're not very skilled in nourishment, if that's the case.
What the hell is she eating then?
Everything.
I think she's lying.
She does look a bit, I guess, unhealthy. She doesn't look like she's just big boned, maybe, but I don't know. I think people are. She might just have not bad genetics, but like larger genetics. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, I won't talk about her. I'll talk about me. I eat bad food because it's cheap, and I'm not eating the proper amount of it. Like, you know what? Like a box of macaroni and cheese is the same size as like a salad would be, you know? And I tell you, both equally fill you at the same amount, you know, whereas one's not going to make you fat, and the other one is all the calories you should eat in a day, you know? So that's why I have been becoming fatter over time, because I'm not eating chicken and rice anymore because it's freaking expensive as heck.
You could
know?
get some hard-boiled eggs.
I kind of like eggs, but I have like a slight allergy to them. Very slight though, like nothing too bad, but it makes me break out and stuff. So it's like, yeah, so like vanity over healthy, I guess. But then again, it's probably not good to be, you know, eating something that makes you kind of break out. Your body's kind of telling you something, I'm guessing, you know. But yeah, I forgot I wanted to play that just because she sounded just like there's no reality for her. So we're building up to the end here, and this is another moment of hers.
I do have to say that.
And also, we're not looking to date your type. We're not
It'll
interested
lead
in your
into
type
it.
anyways.
Well, I'm just like,
Again,
no,
offense,
you're
not
cute,
hard,
like on a
but you're not
physical,
what
like
we are
physical
looking for.
basis. Yeah,
That's
purely
cool.
physical
That's
basis, you're great.
cool.
But yeah,
But
I mean, your genre of a man, not you. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot to say they're talking about dating multiple people at the same time, and you know, so they're coming up on this and talking about like the type of people you should date and everything. And
My genre of man.
Back to you.
You mean white people?
yeah, your people, yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm white.
You people.
You want to bring it back? I'll
Yeah,
bring it back.
bring it back. So wait, are you saying? But you're talking about her. You don't date white guys?
I do. No,
I
I
know,
do.
She's white, so that's why she's
I was
laughing.
talking about the caliber of men, the way that you guys. We don't agree with your thoughts, so we're not gonna
You don't-
date someone that has the
you
same
don't-
different thoughts like us.
What thoughts of
She's
mine do you
racist.
disagree with?
Oh man, I don't have that list.
Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. No. Just give me one or two or three.
Give it to me.
I mean, well, for one, you crossed my friend's boundaries, so that was a
Oh
big one for
my
me.
god, bro! I crossed her boundaries.
Yes, she said
Okay.
no how many times? That to me, that's an indicator.
all right, so now I have
What
it
does that
written
have
here
to
to
do
make
with
sure
not
to
dating
fill
white
you in.
guys?
Okay, so what happened earlier was Holly was asked about her body count earlier, and I didn't want to play it just because it's very long, and you know, she didn't seem comfortable, so I wasn't going to pull it up. But yeah, earlier she's asked about her body count, and Brian pushes it, and then he pulls off. He does pull off, and then he moves to the next person about body count, and when he gets to our friend Kendra here, she mentioned something about, I forget, like, you know, maybe giving a realm of how many, like, to explain the number. And then Brian goes back to Holly saying, like, would you give, like, an average? And she was not very comfortable with it. She did convey it multiple times, but you know how Brian is.
Right.
So this is the fallout of that.
Okay.
That we'll watch.
Who you are.
Bro, this is no. Wait. Hold up.
Maybe right now, but I know her. She's a woman.
See,
She's
this
gonna
is
be
like-
hurt.
this
She
is-
got her boundaries crossed. The same that's like.
You gotta get your
Th-
boundaries crossed to
this
get
is-
views, and I get it, but it is what it is.
Oh my god, you guys really want to like no, but the way you're framing it is incredibly disingenuous because you're trying to suggest because you're trying to say because she said no. Are you suggesting that I am a grapist because of that? Like,
No,
no.
like,
But that's the way women use shaming language to try to pathologize men.
And I'm not.
It's just a little pushy of a
exactly.
style.
And she kept saying,
has nothing to do with your
and she
sexual
kept saying she didn't want to talk about it. She kept saying no. There was 3 other women who had to interject and stop you, and you still got mad at all of us.
Okay.
That's my point. Is that she said no. That's it.
Who's that
First off,
gentleman?
it was
really
not
monopolizing
like,
the whole podcast.
constant. No, she said no, and then I asked
said
for
it like 4 or 5 times.
and then no, hold on.
Yes.
And then stop. And then I asked for, well, what about a range?
And she said no.
And then I don't recall the exact verbatim back and forth that we had, but then we moved on to somebody else, and then I went back to her asking if there was somebody had provided an additional or I forgot exactly, but what's that? Oh, someone had provided range. I went back.
Not now, Nick.
Bro, it's a fucking conversation about dating. Like, what? And of course, I'm gonna push.
You asked me to give you an example, so I did. That's the type of man that we wouldn't date. We wouldn't date someone who asked us over and over and over when we said
Bro,
no.
Okay,
that's how we are.
Yeah, but you're really like trying to paint it in the most unflattering light.
I'm talking about this
as
situation.
possible.
That's why I brought it up. I'm not talking about any other situation.
Bro,
I'm
y'all
talking
are
about
really
this
triggered.
one.
Y'all are so triggered.
Yes,
over
because you
that.
crossed a boundary. Yes, I'm
What?
gonna get
I
triggered.
crossed a boundary.
Yes.
Oh, a boundary.
Yes. If a
This
woman
is-
says no,
Okay,
you
can I just-
stop.
Bro, but this okay, no. Do you guys chat? Do you hear what she's doing?
Okay,
You're trying to paint it in this most unflattering, bad light, bad faith way as possible. If a woman says no, you stop. You're trying to paint me as like like a grapist, basically, because I asked her a follow-up question and I pushed back a little bit because she said that body count shouldn't matter. So of course we're in the midst of a debate and a conversation, and you're trying to paint me in this totally egregious way because we're in the middle of a debate and a conversation. Of course I'm the host of the show. I'm gonna push back.
$100.
Fuck out of here with bro,
When
that's
you're
so
sleeping with
bad
multiple
faith.
people at the same time, your lady parts are literally a sewer at this point. What man
guy's
with
not
any
a doctor.
self-respect would want any
Give me
contact
another
with your
bottle of water, please.
herpes-infested skin?
I'd actually like to add, so I just met so I'm a designer, contrary to all this, and I just met my interior design hero named Melanie Rose from How to Build a Sex Room on Netflix. And you would think this woman, who is a famous designer of sex rooms, would be very happy to share about what led her to being interested in sex rooms, and one would think maybe this lady has her own sex room. And this show got huge on Netflix. She gets recognized everywhere. She's like a cute Mary Poppins type lady. And when you ask her, so Melanie, what's in your sex room? She responds, that's private and I don't share it with anybody. Yeah. She has an entire show called How to Build a Sex Room, and this lady will not discuss her sex room.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we are on a podcast where we're talking about dating and dating topics.
You asked specifically about one thing and wouldn't get off of the body count question, though. Like, what is my body count?
We lingered on it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, so
it was
I
not.
can't wait for the
Well, okay, so it was
Can't wait to go back and
it was lingered.
Okay,
there were a
fine.
couple of
Maybe it was a
pushing.
minute or two, but
Yeah.
like this is part of having a conversation. Like the conversation will
Like
bring this on
sometimes
me.
people are going to push back on what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
Like, I'm not
like
just gonna
especially
agree.
if we're on a platform where we're going to disagree on certain things, people are going to push back on what you say. So you're allowed to get triggered, you're allowed to get offended, but you can't accuse the host or whoever's asking you those questions. You don't care about me. You are like there is SA going on. You're acting like a grapist. Stuff like that. You can't be making those accusations when you come
Super
onto a
bad faith.
platform.
I don't feel like
that's
it's
designed.
accusations.
That's
no
not
one
what I was
called you a
doing.
rapist and no
so-
one called
okay,
you.
What I was
I'm not
doing
saying,
was pertaining
obviously,
to this
we're not-
conversation.
She's
He
not used
asked
to
me
being
for an
found
example, so I
ever.
gave it. He goes,
No,
why
I
wouldn't
don't
you
like
date
it.
under my umbrella, me, whatever? That was why I wouldn't. Okay,
Look, that's fine.
me.
It's-
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But the
I
reason
wasn't saying that's what you do to everyone. I'm saying that display of behavior for me
doesn't
is a
grape
sign and something I
everyone.
would never entertain. That's my choice. That's my preference.
I mean, yeah, but you're trying to paint it in the most unflattering, bad
That's
light,
how I view
bad
it then.
faith way.
Then that's how I view
Right,
it.
but as the host of the podcast, I have a conversational burden and duty. Like I'm playing devil's advocate on certain things. I'm pushing back. Like I'm trying to I do dig on the show, but like that's part of the format of the show.
I mean, he asked me to sell my virginity.
He did.
and just like
He asked him to sell his virginity to Holly on
Oh.
OnlyFans. But yeah, we don't need to watch too much more of that. There's only like one more portion. But yeah, I wanted to play that to just show that like up to this point, like she said such racist things. Like that's
Wow.
legitimate racism.
Yeah, she's
and
very
then at this point, in my opinion, I feel she's acting extra angry to protect, Holly on this. But it's really more so of she got pushed back earlier and she's trying to get a win. That's all she wants is like to make it out like they're bad people. Like, no, I didn't just say horribly racist things earlier, a couple hours before this moment, so it's like I wanted to play that to convey that. Now I'll skip ahead. Y'all can discuss. or don't say anything. All right, here we go. Should be 70201. Okay. There we go.
I just want to say thank you, everyone. I know I'm a firecracker and I fly off the handle.
Yes, I'm a
It
firecracker.
is not just, it's not just a facade, it's who I am. With that said, it's all love. I just like to
All
get
love.
challenged and I like to challenge people too. So I really appreciate you guys listening to me when I apologize.
Wait, last question. What do you think of white people?
I prefer black men. Thank you very much.
You're just digging that hole.
No, let me just say
tell
about that
by
though. That
everything
was
about
written
you.
in response to some people calling me out about my
Don't worry
partner.
about that. What do you think of white people?
I don't like white people. No.
Oh, holy!
Why giving it back? If you're gonna keep firing me, I'll do it.
White is the birdman's hand.
Wait, so you don't like white people?
No. That's why I don't like myself.
like them?
No, I'm just kidding. I love myself.
Oh wow, they're self-loading. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the Clayton Bigsby of the white people.
Hey, you can be a humble
Wait,
white.
what do you
okay?
think of what do you think of men?
What do I think of men?
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why I get paid to degrade them for a living, sweetheart.
What is that?
Fealty.
I do not think highly of most men.
Yes.
Fealty. Frank brought to my attention an interesting thread from this woman. An interesting Twitter thread. I will pull it up. Okay. Hold the phone. August 31st. I'm going to announce this before the podcast I was on does. I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder in June after 31 years of misdiagnoses, unaliving attempts, highs and lows, PTSD, trauma. The list goes on. BPD is maintainable but hard. I haven't been able to hold relationships. Be mindful of my words and actions when I am in a split or a spiral. Those are part of BPD. I have lost partners, friends, and family because of my disease. I have been misunderstood. I am on meds now. Been 2 months, intense therapy, and I've honestly never felt better. I still have a lot more to work on, but for me, it makes sense why I felt betrayed, abandoned, unheard, worthless to the people I cherished the most, and then pushed them away in fear one day they would do it to me. This disease is like fucking hell every day. If you care, learn about it. I don't think bipolar is a disease, but
Okay, well, Kanye, bipolar, right?
yeah.
Still an asshole. You got to get your meds
wasn't-
right or whatever. It doesn't.
I don't
give
think that's
you-
right though, Keanu. I don't think that's. I'm pretty sure didn't Kanye get into a car accident? Like he has brain damage too.
Oh, he said bipolar, not like I didn't. That's just what Kanye said, and I loved Kanye. It just. I don't know if this may be radical. I don't know if it's the right career for you to go out publicly and say things
Right.
if you're not
Right.
feeling in your mentally correct state because of your disorder. It's horrible, I suppose, to be bipolar, but then we people that aren't we can't keep up and then feel attacked and you feel attacked and you act erratically. It's really difficult. I don't know if that's Kanye's a great talent.
Yeah, it's not an excuse to be an asshole.
It's not an
And,
excuse to be an asshole, and it it's just because you feel better because you're not in a manic episode anymore doesn't mean I still feel okay with the things that were said, and you know what I mean. So you gotta. I don't know if it's the right career for somebody to be.
Exactly.
out in
That's a good
public
point.
eye. It's just my.
You don't get a endless hall passes just by bringing up your disorder. It's like we all have
Right.
something
Well,
wrong with
sorry
us,
I said
okay?
that, but I'm bipolar and I was feeling attacked.
Oh, okay. Yes, carry on. We'll
Yeah,
dismiss everything you've just
wonderful
said.
news. Okay, good.
Sorry,
Well-
I hit your kid with my car. I'm bipolar.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's terrible for you, but I don't know. Like,
yeah, I think that's really lazy.
It seems to be like the square and a rectangle situation, where a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. It's like a bipolar person or a borderline personality disorder person is 99% of the time probably an asshole, whereas an asshole is, what's the percentage of time do they actually have BPD? I really do wonder, doctors are very happy to just hand out pills and diagnose you anything under the sun because they just make money. And then you have to
You're
come
right,
back.
yeah.
And a lot of those pills, the psychoactive pills, mess you up for a very long time. Like you don't just get on them and get off the pills. You have to
Right.
wean off of them. Like you could literally delete if you just stop them, so these are really serious things, and they're just left and right like, oh, well, yes, you are BPD1, because of the conversation I had with you, and we're going to put you on this pill that's going to mess you up. So I really wonder what is the true percentage of people that actually have it and not. And in this case,
And if
it's
the
kind of
doctor
like,
is just saying it or whatever, but
in this case, like it's so hard to tell what is the truth, because she's saying like legitimately racist things and saying I stand by it, and then later all of a sudden I apologize
because is that?
But then still she backs it up though. She still says it like
She shouldn't
she
be
was
going on
still
podcasts.
backing it up.
Yeah.
Courtney just said BPD and bipolar aren't the same thing. Am I mistaken? What is BPD?
Well, borderline personality disorder, I believe,
knew
is kind of like akin to like a schizophrenia, where like your whole personality could change. Whereas bipolar, I think, is more on your emotions, like depression and stuff.
So is the woman with the colored hair saying she's BPD or bipolar?
What did she say in the tweet? In the tweeties. Let me see.
Borderline personality disorder is what Susanna Kaysen had in Girl Interrupted. I know that's the only way I know that one, but
yeah, she said BPD.
So borderline personality disorder. Okay.
Do you
that one?
gain
I mean,
more
same thing.
diagnoses the fatter you get? Are you diagnosed with more things? Is that how this works?
It tends to happen that way, because a lot of these pills, like you end up getting fat from what I hear on them.
Right.
Well, yeah. If it's not the same as bipolar, no. But it's still another one where if it changes your personality and it tends to make you feel like if you're saying things you don't mean, or you're feeling attacked or doing whatever. I mean, same deal. Maybe this isn't the career for you to be a public person, because it's just,
get out of the public.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a relative that, I mean, ever since we were kids, has struggled with mental stuff and like been on every single pill. Like he was even put on Ritalin when he was a kid, like in the testing trials. When they were testing that out, because they were trying to figure out what's up with him, and those pills are no joke. It can make you gain weight. Like just anything you eat is just gonna turn into fat, pretty much.
It's the practice of medicine. They're just practicing on all of us,
Yeah, like Fauci. All right, so there's just a little bit more, and then we're gonna be at the end here.
I'm also bisexual, mainly gay. So
Well,
if my mindset is more towards women, I'm not going to have a lot to say towards men, because I'm not pursuing them as a partner.
Well, shouldn't you even have?
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
because you're
she
not
was
dealing with
abused.
men-
This woman was abused.
I mean,
she
you-
has real issues with men. Like
that's why she wants to snuggle her girlfriends and make out with them, but not really. So
And
there's
she does.
nothing wrong with that. I mean,
yeah. No, she needs a lot of help.
Yeah. Let's skip to this one part, and then we're done here for the evening. Ended on this, I think, a good moment here. It would 7:14:15. Okay. This was kind of my favorite part of the whole thing.
I do want my leader to be a man. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be a woman. And it's cool if it is. I don't have a problem.
I'm
with
a few
fundamental
seconds
issues.
early.
If it's like I'm at a job and my leader is a woman, but it's like I would kind of like prefer it to be a man.
And can I say, like, for the most part, when women have like leading roles, it's because they live like in a very masculine
I'm
energy.
a little
and it's
bit
because
more
they've grown
earlier
up
than
on
I
survival mode.
thought.
And I think that
They adopt male traits.
All right, guys, I got to wrap. I've kept you guys
Here we
here
go.
for way too long. Thank you, guys. Has been our longest show ever. So I thank you guys. I know it went.
Did you love it?
How
Did
long
we do
did
a
it
good
go?
job for you?
Or did we?
That's what I need to
Are we
know.
too
Or
boring?
did we fuck your life up?
I don't know if I go there.
Like rate
Please
us,
go there.
rate our performance.
Rate it.
1 through 10.
Rate
but
it.
as a
1
group.
through 10.
I'll tell you this.
It's your turn.
I'll tell you this.
Period.
I'm gonna just like twist the knife here a little bit.
Do it.
Had you revealed your body count, it would have been a 10.
Oh, I'm the only 10 in this guy's life, almost.
There you
Oh
go.
my
There you
God.
go.
What,
There
is
you
it
go.
at 8.5 now?
I'm not sure.
Is it a 5? I'll live with a 5. I'm a 5.
Don't worry
But
about
I thought 10 wasn't real.
Yeah, it's not.
It's all
But
good.
it is real for the podcast. Okay.
It could have been.
Could have
been, but
yeah.
All right. But yes, thank you guys for staying long. Appreciate it, guys. I know we went very late. I know it's freaking 7 hours. That's a long time. So,
7
last call, guys. Please hit the like
hours.
button
It's a
on your
work day.
way out. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Oh, shout out Twitch really quick, guys. Go
And that's it for that. But yeah, I wanted to put that in there because it shows like Holly, she went through that situation with Brian, right? And Kendall was trying to make it out like it was really bad when it's really more so of her trying to like get the attention off herself, I feel at least, and then you still have Holly there at the end making jokes and still taking digs at Brian, but having a good time. Like, that's why like Holly is so
was
cool.
Great on that show. My God. Yeah. It all started out really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the chats up to the point where she started going racist were really like kind of chill. You had the car girl and her experience with, being muscular and tattooed, even though like I can't imagine a guy. They'd be like, no, keep it away from me. It's
right.
too
Everybody
cute.
loved the ombre-handed gay guy. It was ball. It was a bacchanal.
It was.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the moments from the 7-hour stream that I could find and make linear. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yes. It was great. Thank you, Fealty. Any last words, Kiki?
Sorry I was glitching out earlier. I hope I'm still
It's
not.
okay. Come see me and Keanu this Sunday in Tampa, Florida. Side Splitters Comedy Club. Nice early 7 o'clock show.
Yeah,
check it
we're
out.
very excited.
Yes,
and then see us on the 27th at the Bisconti birthday show at Stand Up New York.
Yes, it's at Stand Up New York. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be great. And then I'll be in San Diego, January 5th and 6th. Dallas, January 25th. Jersey, Morris Plains, New Jersey, February 24th. And yes. Oh, one more soupy. From Mina, Chrissy, buy some pickled onions. Why?
I didn't even know they pickle onions. What can't you
Same
pickle?
way.
Really?
You just put them in vinegar and then they're pickled.
Ugh.
Like my liver in White Claw. It's pickled.
Like my lungs in cigarette smoke?
I'm gonna pickle my veg. I'll just let it sit in pickle juice overnight.
Yummy.
My back hurts. Okay. This was fun, guys. Fealty, any parting words?
I hope everyone enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the moments I picked out of a 7-hour stream. But yeah, it was fun. I hope I just want to say really quick to that girl, like, I'm not picking out those moments to really take digs at you or say anything bad about you. I disagree with what you've said wholeheartedly, and I think you're wrong on that. But you're free to think whatever you want because that's why this country is freaking amazing. It's supposed to be a freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and freedom to have the liberty to be you and have
let your freak flag fly.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Let it wave. This has been Whatever Thursday. Follow us all on Twitter at Chrissie Mayr, Ghostly Fealty, and Keanu C. Thompson, and we will see you all next time. Simpcast is Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Actually, no, it's not. We'll be in Tampa, and then we'll do maybe a recap stream after the show. Never mind. Disregard what I've said. Okay. Love you all. Bye.